Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Good morning, high school baseball fans, and welcome back to Del Diamond. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino, bright and early this morning, ready to go. We were hanging out once again with the parking lot Pirates out in the parking lot. They were grilling breakfast, and we were eating breakfast. And those guys are ready to go. These guys out on the field right now. The Pirates are taking in and out. They are ready to go. We hope that you guys are ready to go, and we have a treat for you here in the pregame show, courtesy of Shot by Sarate. Marcus Sarate, he gave us a video that's been circulating on social media, and it is a highlight clip from yesterday's ball game. And we'll get to that here in just a few minutes. We're going to play it in its entirety for you guys to check it out. It is super awesome. Don't forget, Shot by Sarate. That guy, I mean, he is amazing with what he can do with video. So we'll give you a taste of what he's been doing all season long here in just a bit. But you guys be sure to follow him and give him a like on social media. You won't be disappointed in checking out the rest of what he has done. And let's get rolling here with this one. The Malakoff Tigers, they will be the home team, and your London Pirates, they will be the visiting team. And let's go ahead and get you some info on both of these teams. The London Pirates, coming into this ball game, they are 33-5-1 on the season. That is their overall record. The Pirates, under the direction of co-head coaches Kevin Carr and Albert Amaya. Assistant coach is Trey Salinas. And the Pirates, let's talk about how they got here. They were district champions out of District 33A, and in the playoffs by district round met up with Orange Grove, swept Orange Grove 17-0 in 2010 in those two ball games, and then they met up with Monte Alto and swept them as well, 14-0 and 13-0 in a two-game sweep. And in the quarterfinal series, met up with district foe Hebbronville and had to go 3 games against Hebbronville, 2-0 in game 1, and then they dropped game 2 6-4, came back and won game 3 6-3 to advance to the following round. And in the following round, facing Marion, and again another sweep in that 3-game series, 5-4 and 10-2 were the scores there. And then in the Region 4 final, squaring off with another district opponent, the Bishop Badgers, and they got the Badgers in 2 games, 10-7 in game 1, 10-8 in game 2. And yesterday, our final was 7-2, I believe.
7-2.
Yeah, that's correct. 7-2 was the final yesterday against Brock. And here they are. Every round, these guys are setting school records. This is their first trip to the state tournament. This is their first opportunity to play for a state championship. And a super young group and super fun to watch are your London Pirates. And let's get you the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. And Rudy, it looks like they're going to be wearing their gray tops. Do you see any jerseys hanging over there? I don't. Do you, from your angle?
No, I don't see any jerseys at the moment, but I'm pretty sure they're going to go with the gray, charcoal gray jerseys with the white pants. And they're going to stick with the maroon lids.
So the Pirates leading things off will be the center fielder, number 3, Mason Arispe. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 8, Cade Budd. Budd will bat for the third baseman, number 10, Blake Waters. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 2, Mason Jacob. In the cleanup spot, the catcher, number 11, Jaden Martinez. Batting 5th and playing first base, number 1, Landon Salinas. Batting 6th and on the mound today for the Pirates, number 6, John Martinez. Batting 7th and playing second base, number 13, Henry Sepulveda. Batting 8th is the right fielder, number 5, Darren Llewellyn. And batting 9th, playing left field, number 14, Jacob Gonzalez. And that is how they will send him up today. John Martinez, 8-1 on the season, the senior right-hander for the Pirates. And now let's get you some info on their opponent, the Malakoff Tigers. And the Tigers were district champions out of District 18 3A. They are from Region 3. Colors are black and gold. And Rudy, today they opted to go with the white on white. Yesterday they had a noon ball game and they were wearing black. Man, it had to have been super duper hot. So today they go with the white on white with the black and gold trim instead. And these guys, like I said, they were district champs as well under the direction of head coach John Adair. And his assistants are Shelly Adair, Alec Humphreys, and Tyler Wilbanks. And so for the Tigers, and they have, I believe they have won 15 in a row coming into this ball game. And so in the playoffs, their last, well, that can't be right because they lost to Woodville. So perhaps what they were telling me is they had won 15 in a row going into that series in the regional semifinal. But in the bi-district round, they played West, swept West 14-4 and 14-2. In the area round, swept Rogers. The finals there were 4-3 and 8-3. And then in the semifinals, they faced Troy. And again, a couple of wins over Troy, 3-0 and 3-2. And then in the semifinal of Region 3, they faced Woodville, and they had to go 3 against Woodville. They won game 1 4-0, but they lost game 2 2-1, and then they won game 3 6-5. And then last week in the Region 3 final against Cameron Yo, a couple of wins to sweep Yo. 7-0 and 6-4 were the finals in those two ball games, and that is how they got here. Yesterday, Rudy, do you know what the final was in that ball game?
It was 4-3 walk-off win for Malakoff, as it was a 3-3 ball, or excuse me, it was a 3-1 ball game going into the top of the 6th inning, and I don't remember who they played, but
Gunter
ended up scoring 2 runs in the top of the 6th inning, and then zeros on the bottom of the 6th, 0 in the top of the 7th inning, and runners at first and second, 2 outs, Jake, and a base hit up the middle, scored the run, and the Malakoff Tigers punched their ticket to the state championship ball game. And if I'm not mistaken, Jake, one of these teams will win their first state title
Ever. And the young man on the mound who will face this London lineup is right-hander Riggin Smith. He is a senior, and this is a senior-heavy ball club. The Malakoff Tigers, 37-7 on the season coming into this ball game, and Smith 7-0 on the mound is the right-hander. So we're going to take a quick break, and actually we're going to take a break, but you guys stay with us because we're going to go ahead and bring you guys that video that we promised, the highlight reel from yesterday's ball game between London and Brock. A highlight reel that was given to us and shot by Sarate. Marcus Sarate. So we want to say thank you so much to Marcus Sarate who hooked us up with this video so that we could bring it to you guys. And I know you're absolutely going to enjoy it. If you've seen it online already, it's worth another look. And if you haven't seen it, then here you go. Stay with us, and here we go. You guys will be right back. pitch, going to be driven through the right side for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner. Arispe, the throw comes in. Not in time.
Well, 1-2 fastball dots the corner, and that's strike 3. 2 offering, swing and a miss, strike 3, 4 punch outs to K-Bud, and that's a 1-2-3 inning as we go to the bottom of the second inning.
Comes the pitch and he drives it. But 2 runs will come in to score. Sepulveda scores. And Benavides scores from second base, and that will give the Pirates a 3-2 lead here. Out to left field. Jacob comes in to score. Here comes Kuipers. He will score a 2 RBI double for Landon Salinas. He does it again.
High leg kick, 1-2 offering, curveball swing and a miss, strike 3, out number 3, 10 punch outs for Cade Bud in this ball game. 1 ball, strike 2 out. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be grounded, second baseman. Sepulveda picks it up, throw over to first. In time, out number 3, go crazy. The London Pirates will play for a state title tomorrow morning.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Hey everybody, Joshua here with G-Tech 360. G-Tech is family owned since 2003. We're the highest rated internet provider in South Texas, and we're a local company right here in Portland, Texas, right outside of Corpus Christi. Hope everybody's having a happy new week.
Who Dat Noodle House, featuring authentic Vietnamese cuisine, located at 6418 Staples Street in Coles Plaza, with express lunch service from 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and casual dining from 4:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. All-day dining on Saturdays and closed on Sundays. Who Dat Noodle House, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino, state championship game for the 3A ranks, and your London Pirates are in it. You know, Rudy, early in the season, we got to see these guys, and, they played because of the COVID rules. No one was allowed to travel really out of the area. So these guys played in some tough tournaments with some tough teams, some tough 4A schools, some tough state-ranked 5A schools that went. They played against Vets, they played against Gregory Portland, they played against, I don't remember if they actually played against Sinton and Calallen, but perhaps I know they were in all of those tournaments, and they played some really tough teams, and it's done nothing but help them. And I remember seeing them early in that very first tournament, the Bishop Classic. Bishop Invitational rather, and these guys, man, you could see, there were flashes of what they could be, and they just continued to grow as a team. These young men, Rudy, you talk to PLP out there, the Parking Lot Pirates, and they talk about the fact that these guys have been playing ball since they were younger. And the crazy thing is, I went to the booth on the opposite side for Malakoff just to go talk to those guys over there. He said the same thing about their team. These kids have been playing together since they were really, really young, and so a lot of times that's what it takes, that familiarity with each other. They have already bonded, they have already gelled, they know each other inside and out, and it turns into this.
Yeah, and both teams, first off, just congratulations to getting here to the state championship game, because it's not easy. It really is not easy to get here. And, congratulations just to both teams making it here. But obviously, you're going for gold, and that's what the London Pirates are going to do today. They're going to try to go for gold. They are the visiting team, as they are doing starting lineups here at the ballpark. And, Jake, yes, there's some younger guys. They are a young team, and we talked about it all throughout the playoffs. They don't play like it. They really don't. And they're going to play a team that's all seniors, but that's what London plays like. They feel like they're all seniors. They go out there, they play it, they give it their all, they have fun, and they show their emotion. And like you said, they bonded, and that's what gets you kind of over the hump, Jake, is once you can get a team to buy into what the coaches are talking about, buy into each other, that's when you have a magical run, and that's what you're seeing from the London Pirates, and they're going to look to continue it today.
And I'll tell you what, Rudy, talking to the folks, the parents in the parking lot, and it's a fun thing. I mean, they absolutely are enjoying themselves and having a good time. But the one thing that they said that I heard, kind of a common theme, is they love their school. They love that community. They love the support they get from administration at London. And all of that matters. All of that matters because that takes a weight off the coaches. If all the parents get along and, they're having a good time and there's tons of support, that lets those coaches go out there and just do their job. And that's a kind of a common theme that we've heard from all of the parents as well, is that, man, we just love it there at London, and the support that we get from our administration is just second to none.
Absolutely, Jake. And
yeah,
not just the fans that are here, which it is full, pretty good crowd for the London Pirates. Same thing with Malakoff as well. And we were looking, Malakoff is around Tyler, in the middle of Tyler and Dallas, so East Texas. So them traveling, I believe I saw 168 miles, so pretty similar in distance-wise, but both teams showing support, and of course everyone listening in. We want to thank y'all for listening in, and I know these London Pirates are really appreciative of that. Coach Amaya always loves when he sees the support throughout the community. He talks about it. His parents always listen in, and a big shout out to Coach Amaya's mom and dad as well. And
Rudy, we have a special shout out as well. Just came in this morning. Mayor of Corpus Christi, Paulette Guajardo, and her husband, Victor Guajardo, attorney at law. They want to wish the London Pirates the best of luck here at state, and they want to congratulate them on representing our entire community. And so a special message from Mayor Guajardo and her husband, Victor Guajardo. So super cool. That just came in this morning, and so lots of love. I mean, I got text messages from folks who said, man, I'll see you over there. I'm driving up to see the ball game. And one of my good friends, Sandy De Leon, said, I'm leaving at 4 o'clock in the morning, Jake, but we're going to be there. So I imagine Sandy is out here somewhere, and she's not the only one who drove up to see these guys. That's super awesome. We're certainly super excited. And as you could see from that video by Marcus Zarate, man, it was a great time yesterday. And we're certainly hoping for the same type of performance from these guys. We know they're going to give it their all. And it should be a great, great ball game here. They're finishing up starting lineups, guys. So we're going to go ahead, and once they're done with that, we're going to let you guys listen in to the national anthem. So we'll take a short pause and just let you guys listen in to the national anthem. Blast Vision live from Dell Diamond.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts.
3, 2, 1, 0.
It's game time.
Lift off.
So sit back and enjoy the ride right here on Blast Vision.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry, guys. It was picture time.
It was picture time.
I don't think anyone's ever gotten a picture of us up here. So sorry about that. We were trying to smile. Hard to smile and talk at the same time, Rudy. Well, not so hard, I guess. But here we go, guys. Let's get you a defensive alignment as the Tigers have taken the field. And in the outfield, left to right, Jones, Barnhart, and Nations. In the infield, Gaddis at first, Husted at second, Adair the shortstop, Waldo at third, Davis behind the dish, and Riggin Smith on the mound, the senior right-hander for the Tigers. He'll face the top of this London order, Arispe, Bud, and Jacob. And here we go, Rudy. For Rudy Trevino, my buddy right here, this is his first ever state championship call. So,
yeah, super excited to be on the call with you, Jake. It's going to be a lot of fun calling this ball game. The London Pirates are going to have a lot of fun in this ball game. The Tigers are going to have a lot of fun. The crowd's going to have a lot of fun. And you guys are going to have a lot of fun listening to us as well. It's going to be a lot of fun and excitement here at the ballpark. Here at Dell Diamond, Jake, it doesn't get better than this.
It
State
does not.
championship ball game, 3A state championship game. The London Pirates and the Malakoff Tigers. And here we go as they just finished his warm-up pitches. Riggin Smith is on the mound. And Mason Arispe is going to lead things off for the London Pirates. And it is time. A little bit over 9 o'clock.
I know for
Sun right in our face.
Sun right in our face. But we wouldn't have it any other way. Here we go from the windup. First pitch in there for a strike. And we are officially underway at 9:04. 9:04 first pitch and an 0-1 count on Mason Arispe.
77 on the gun on that first fastball from Riggin Smith.
And missing just a bit inside. A ball and a strike on Arispe, the sophomore center fielder for the London Pirates.
So quickly, Jake, first two pitches, we see a fastball, then we see a curveball, 65 on that breaking ball. So Arispe seeing both pitches so far.
And that one's going to be popped up back out of play. So a ball and 2 strikes.
Someone made a great grab, I believe, down here, Jake. Can't really see under us unless we stand up, but crowd was cheering because someone made a great grab behind us, or below us, excuse me.
Arispe, the leadoff man. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and that one's going to miss inside. 2-2. Arispe batting .303 on the season, 36 hits and 119 at bats, 1 double, 3 triples, and a home run. He has driven in 25 runs for the Pirates. Comes a 2-2 pitch, and that one is going to be driven into right field, slicing towards the corner, going to get down for a base hit. All the way to second, rounding second and headed for third. That one was all the way in the corner, and a triple, a stand-up triple for Mason Arispe to lead things off for the Pirates.
There we go, the start we needed. Mason Arispe, a lead-off triple and a great attempt by Nations, the right fielder. He made the diving attempt, but that was kind of a do-or-die play because if that ball stays in front, that's only a single, but it gets past him. It's an easy triple, and Cade Budd will be the next batter here for the London Pirates.
Cade Budd batting from the left side. Ground ball to the first baseman. They're going to make the throw home and he's going to be tagged out. Arispe trying to score on that ground ball to the first baseman, Gaddis.
Yeah, Gaddis playing in even with the grass, and you know that's what you're taught to do if you're the first baseman. And Arispe trying to score. Gaddis throws over to the plate. So out number 1. And tough to make the first out at the plate. But 1 out. It's going to bring up Mason Jacob.
So 1 out, runner at first base is Bud, reaching on a fielder's choice. First pitch to Jacob on the outside corner for a strike. Again, 76 on the gun with that pitch from Riggin Smith. Smith set at the belt. Here comes the pitch and a a pop-up right side. And the right fielder, Nations, is there. He'll make the grab. That one just inside the line as well. So Jacob pops up to right for out number 2.
Going to bring up Jaden Martinez and go back to that ground ball, Jake. That was hit to the first baseman pretty sharply as well. And I couldn't tell if Coach Amaya ended up telling Arispe to go home or it was Arispe's, I guess, choice as that first pitch was a curveball for strike 1. And he goes home and pretty easy out at the plate. Enough time for Gaddis to throw to his catcher, Davis.
Comes the 0-1 pitch, and now it's going to miss high for ball 1. So a ball and a strike on Martinez, the junior catcher for the London Pirates.
But you do got to like that you are, hitting the baseball early. You're squaring up the baseball. 2 hard shots already in the ball game from the first 2 hitters of the Pirates.
And now when a ground ball gets under the glove of the second baseman, rounding second. And the ball gets away from the center fielder. Here comes Bud. He will score the first run of the ball game as Cade Bud comes in to score on an error by the center fielder. So a sharply hit ground ball, and it squirts through into the outfield. Second baseman Husted with a diving attempt at it, but it gets all the way into center field, and then Barnhart just couldn't get his glove on it. So in at second base is Jaden Martinez, and Landon Salinas to the plate with a runner in scoring position here in the top of the first. Pitch comes in, and that's a ball that misses high and outside. So 1-0 the count.
Yeah, great piece of hitting back up the middle, and like you said, Jake, center fielder looked like he was already going to get up and ready to look up and gun to third. First, you got to field the baseball.
Pitch low, 2-0.
Goes right under the glove of Barnhart. It doesn't get away too far, but Coach Amaya with the green light, go, 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 and K-Bud scores easily. So the Pirates scoring 1 in the top of the first inning.
Pitch on the way to Salinas. There's a strike. 2-1.
Two balls and a strike to Landon Salinas. Runner in scoring position is Martinez.
And that one's going to miss high for ball 3. So 3-1 the count.
Hitters count to a great hitter. Landon Salinas had 3 RBI yesterday.
3-1 pitch, here it comes, and that one is going to be driven out to center field. Going back is Barnhart, and he's going to settle under it for out number 3. So Salinas gave it a ride, but Barnhart able to track it down, but not before the Pirates score 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left on. Our score after a half inning, London 1, Tigers coming to bat. Blast Vision live from Dell Diamond, the 3A state championship game.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino in a 1-0 London Pirate lead after a half inning of play. And the Pirates have taken the field. Let's get you the defensive alignment for the Pirates. In the outfield, left to right, Gonzalez, Arispe, and Lou Allen. Salinas at first, Sepulveda at second, Jacob at short, Waters the third baseman, Jaden Martinez behind the dish, and John Martinez on the mound today for your London Pirates. John, a senior, wears number 6, a right-hander, and he will face the top of this Malakoff order here in the bottom of the first inning. Benhart, Adair, and Gaddis. It is Benhart, not Barnhart. Oh, and we've got some sunscreen. My friend Rudy might need it. Thank you from our QC taking care of us. Here we go.
First pitch from John Martinez to Benhart, and it's a curveball called strike one. 0-1 to start. Benhart, he's the center fielder for the Tigers. The ball's in a strike. Here's the 0-1. That's away. 1-1 the count. Benhart batted .455 on the season. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1 offering from Martinez. It's a little bit outside again. Ball 2. 2-1 now the count. And like Jake said, you know, went to the booth next to us and saying these guys can they can really swing it. 2-1 pitch, fouled off. 2-2 now the count. But so can we. We can both swing it, so wouldn't be surprised if it's a high-scoring ball game. But we will see. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Benhart. There's a 2-2 offering, and that is chop foul. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A nice little changeup from Martinez.
Martinez and Smith will definitely have a say in whether or not this one is a high-scoring affair.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Fastball stays away. 3-2. So the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of the first inning. Dragon is on the mound for the London Pirates. Here's the 3-2 offering, and that ball is going to be fouled off. Right side, and that's a long foul ball. But we'll do it again at 3-2. It's a pretty good at bat. This will be pitch number 8 to Benhart. Benhart bats from the left side. Here's 32 pitch. That ball's going to be hit into right center. Falls for a base hit. So a leadoff single to start the bottom of the first inning. So just like the Pirates getting their leadoff guy on with a hit, the Tigers do the same.
Bryson Adair to the plate. Senior shortstop. He bats from the right side.
Martinez set. Waters playing even with the grass. Showing bunt. Pulling back. Pitch misses in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-0 the count.
So it looks like give some shout outs, Rudy, on the chat. Cheryl Bear checking in. Pilar Torres as well. Gus Garza listening from Edinburgh.
1-0 pitch, showing bunt, bunts hit first base side, and it's a perfect bunt. It's actually going to get into right center as it was a push bunt. And that is actually going to be a bunt double as the second baseman, Sepulveda, was covering second base. Shortstop Jacob was heading to third. Waters was coming in, and Salinas stayed put at first base and got right past Martinez, the pitcher, and just a perfect bunt right there for the Tigers, Jake. And
how many times have you ever heard that in your life? Bunt double.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, but like you said, Rudy, he couldn't have rolled it any more perfect than that. And now for the Tigers, second and third with nobody out. That's going to bring up Cole Jones, another senior in this senior-heavy roster. Jones, actually Cole Gaddis, the senior first baseman.
Here's the first pitch to Gaddis. That's low, ball one.
Another lefty for the Tigers.
Corners playing in. Middle infielders playing in normal depth. Jacob kind of holding on Adair at second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That is in the dirt, but a great block by Martinez. 2-0 the count now. So 2 balls and no strikes to count. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That fastball catches the outside corner. 2-1. We talked about it earlier in the pregame, but Malakoff Tigers start 9 seniors. So they've been playing since they were little together, growing up in a small town, and now they have an opportunity. 2-1 pitch. That's low, ball 3. 3-1 now the count.
Yeah, both of these ball clubs, you know, the Pirates, a very young ball club, but also been playing together for a long time, have these young men.
3 balls and a strike. Hitters count. Pick off attempt to second base. Close but not in time. Trying to see if Adair sleeping at second base. So 3-1 the count. Outfielders for the London Pirates shifted over to the right. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner. Strike 2. Gaddis thought it was ball 4.
Hit 86 with that pitch, did John Martinez. Popped the mitt of Jaden Martinez.
3 balls and 2 strikes, and Coach Carr getting the defensive alignment change. Now center fielder switching over, playing normal depth now. 3-2 pitch. That ball's hit into deep center field. Actually, not too deep, as Arispe cannot find it, but Gonzalez is going to make the catch. Arispe could not find the baseball, but as a sac fly, as Gonzalez to his left made the grab, and that's a heads-up baseball play just from Gonzalez, because looked like that ball was going to be hit right to center fielder Arispe, but it is a sac fly, and Adair is going to get to third base on tagging up.
Yeah, it looked like definitely Arispe should have had that one, but you know, with the clouds and the sun, you know, just barely peeking through, he just lost it, completely lost it. But like you said, Gonzalez backing him up, and he makes the play, but it will tie up the ball game. And now a hot shot down the third base line for Nations, and in to score is Adair. It's going to be an RBI double for Nations, and Malakoff will take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the first.
Like I said, Jake, probably going to be a high-scoring ball game. Both of these teams can swing it, and showing you in the first inning already, as Malakoff already with 4 hits in this inning alone.
Nations at second base, and the batter is Jack Davis, the senior catcher for the Tigers. So runner in scoring position here with 1 out. Looked up at the board and saw no outs, and Knew that couldn't be right.
First pitch to Davis, fouls it off. 0-1 the count. Yeah, Jake, one down, and it's actually 3 hits. They have 4 hits on the board, and one was a sac fly. So
Got
one
you
down, 3 hits in this inning.
They got you too.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is low. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. So a lot of traffic on the base path early in this ball game. Ball and a strike to Jack Davis, excuse me, as the 1-1 is low. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. So 2 balls and a strike. Couple peeks over to second base. Here's the offering. That ball's hit into left field. As the left fielder Gonzalez, he is going to his left, and Gonzalez is going to make the grab. They're going to tag up at second base. Nation's going to get to third. That ball was hit all the way to pretty much to the warning track, a couple feet in front of the warning track, but that is out number 2. A runner does advance to third from tagging up.
So Nation's at third base, and Nathan Jones to the plate. Another senior. He is the left fielder and another left-handed batter for the Tigers.
Nathan Jones batting .273 for the season. And first pitch to Jones. It is going to catch the upper part of the zone for strike 1. 1-0 the count. So 1-0 count. 0-1 count, excuse me. Pitch was called a strike. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to be lined right into the glove of Jacob, the shortstop, for out number 3. But Malakoff does get on the board, and they do take the lead, scoring 2 runs on 3 hits. There was no errors, and 1 man left in scoring position. After 1 inning, we are going to the top of the second inning. 2-1 Tigers. You listen to Blast Vision live for the state championship game at Dale Diamond.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez, Rudy Trevino played 1 inning of baseball here at Dell Diamond, a 2-1 Malakoff Tiger lead. But here come your London Pirates, and they will send up 6, 7, 8 in the order. Martinez, Sepulveda, and Lou Allen. So John Martinez will lead things off here for the Pirates. Get you some numbers on John. Batting .327 on the season, 35 hits and 107 at-bats, 6 doubles, 4 triples, 2 home runs, and a team-high 30 runs driven in for the senior John Martinez. So John digs in from the right side against the right-hander Smith. From the windup, here comes the pitch, and that one is going to be driven out to right field. The right fielder Nations towards the line, and he will make the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out.
That's going to bring up second baseman, number 13, Henry Sepulveda. There we go.
Sepulveda. Freshman second baseman, and that pitch is going to be driven through the left side for a base hit. So Sepulveda at first One on, one out.
That's bringing up right fielder number 5, Darren Lou Allen. Gonna have time on the field. It looks like we're gonna have just an in case. We're gonna have somebody go out to the bullpen of the London Pirates. It might be Zach Britton.
Yeah, it looks like Zach Britton.
Yeah, Zach Britton, number 7. So Lou Allen's gonna dig into the box.
Smith with a throw down to first base, not in time. Sepulveda hits the dirt. Smith leans in for the sign. Quick peek over to first base, comes set at the belt. Here comes the pitch, and catches the outside corner for a strike, so an 0-1 count on Lou Allen. Smith holds the baseball behind his back, now set at the belt, and a spin and a throw to first base, not in time. Checking in on Sepulveda. Gaddis, the first baseman, holding him on. See Waldo, the third baseman, playing even with the bag right now. Lou Allen has not shown bunt, and he takes ball 1, so ball and a strike. Comes a pitch, and that one is going to be driven through the left side for a base hit. A line drive into left field, gets past the left fielder, and on to third base. Here comes the throw. It's not in time, so Sepulveda sees a little bit of hesitation right there from Jones. It did not get far, not far at all, but it does get behind Jones, and Sepulveda just heads up right there. So first and third with 1 out on that single by Darren Lou Allen.
Jacob Gonzalez, the 9-hole, would dig into the box. So runners at the corners with 1 out. And Jake, that's the second time today that we have seen an error from the outfielders trying to field a ground ball. First it was Benhart, now it was Jones. So runners at the corners, 1 out.
And they throw over to first base. They're going to call a balk. They're going to call a balk on Smith, and Sepulveda will come in to score to tie the ball game. That is the 4th balk that we have seen, and over to second base goes Lou Allen.
And we're going to have time on the field. Looks like Coach Adair is going to go out and talk with the first base umpire. He did a spin move, Jake. He threw over to first, and the first base umpire calls it a balk.
The umpires today at home plate, Jeff Berryman. The first base umpire is Matt Hansen. At second base, Greg Sims, and the third base umpire, Jerry Coker.
So it looks like Matt Hansen calls the balk.
And that's going to tie up the ball game as Sepulveda comes in to score. So now Lou Allen at second base and in scoring position. And again, Jacob Gonzalez at the plate. Smith leaning in for the sign. Here comes the pitch, and in there for a strike.
0-1 to Jacob, and then we go back to the top of the Pirate lineup. 0-1 the count. Riggin Smith on the mound still for the Tigers.
Smith comes with the pitch, and it's going to miss low. So a ball and a strike on Gonzalez, the 9-hole hitter for the Pirates. Check swing. He goes around. 1-2.
Yeah, it was a curveball. Started right over the heart of the plate and just kind of broke off. And Gonzalez checks his swing. He did go around. You can tell from up here. But, yeah, he did go around. 1-2 the count to Jacob.
Comes a pitch, and that one's going to be driven out to center field, not deep. Benhart is there. He'll make the grab. And no chance right there for Lou Allen to advance, as that one was not hit deep enough. So a fly out for Gonzalez. That'll take us back to the top of the order. Mason Arispe to the plate. 2 down, runner at second base.
Arispe 1 for 1 in the ball game. Led off the game with a triple. So 1 for 1 in the ball game is Arispe.
And the first pitch to Arispe going to miss up and out. Two and 0.
Pitch was called a ball high.
Lou Allen with the lead off second base. Smith peering in for the sign. Going to give him a quick peek as he comes set at the belt. Here comes the pitch, and there's a strike. 2-1.
Jacob, looks like Barbers Hill is in attendance. They will play for a state title in 5A against Howesville. So it looks like they're soaking in the state championship ball game of 3A.
2-1 pitch, and that one's going to be driven out to left field, slicing, foul.
Hit the pole, but not the foul pole.
hit another pole, different pole.
Yeah, that ball was ripped from Arispe, but just a little bit too early on it. Turns on it too quickly. So 2s across the board.
Comes the 2-2 pitch, and it's going to miss outside. Taking off for third base is Lou Allen, and he's going to be safe at third base. The throw was up, and Lou Allen head first dive under the tag of the third baseman, Waldo.
Okay, great throw by Davis, the catcher. Well, great arm, that is. The throw was a little high, but, great arm. Still a close play. Lou Allen just too fast. 3-2 count, 2 outs.
Smith going to step off. So Lou Allen 90 feet away, and a 3-2 pitch coming up here. And it's going to miss inside for ball 4. So Arispe draws a 2-out walk. Runners at the corners.
That's going to bring up Cade Budd. Yeah, trying to throw a curveball to Arispe on the 3-2 pitch. And you can tell that all it was doing was just spinning, but never broke and just stayed up and in. Ball 4. Cade Budd gets an opportunity with runners at the corners, 2 down, and Budd is 0 for 1 in the ball game. He grounded out, or actually grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up to the first baseman, Gaddis.
First pitch to Bud, gonna miss low and inside, 1-0. So for the Pirates, Arispe at first, Lou Allen at third, speed on the bases. Cade Budd at the plate. That's from the left side against the right-hander, Smith. Smith set at the belt. Here comes the pitch, and that one's gonna be grounded sharply, but foul, first base side.
Yeah,
Ball and strike.
Gaddis holding on the runner, and that ball was close to being right down the line, but with Gaddis holding on the runner, he's pretty much playing right next to the first base line. So 1-1 count to Cade Budd.
Smith delivers the pitch and a ground ball right back to the first baseman, Gaddis. He'll step on first base himself for out number 3, but the Pirates score a run here in the top of the second to tie up the ball game. And we head to the bottom of the second, all tied at 2. Blast Vision live from the state championship game in 3A. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. We are headed to the bottom of the second inning, all tied up at 2. John Martinez back out on the mound for your London Pirates. And for the Tigers, they will send up 7, 8, 9 in the order. Bottom third, Smith, Waldo, and Husted. And it's going to be the pitcher, Riggin Smith, who will lead things off.
We're going to have time on the field now. Looks like the Tigers are going to have somebody warm up in their bullpen. Essentially, Jake, this is obviously it's a one game. I mean, there is no series end. It's kind of all hands on deck situation, and you got to do what you got to do. Both teams going to their bullpen, well, warming up in their bullpen. That is, and first pitch swinging. That ball's going to be hit into right field. Right fielder Lou Allen is going to make the grab on the run as that ball was hit sharply on the line. But Lou Allen, with the speed he has, he gets there in time for out number 1.
Yeah, threw the arm up there, full extension right there. Didn't really have to leave his feet, but threw the arm up and pulls it in. Looked like, Rudy, it was number 17, the left fielder, Nathan Jones, who went to go warm up for the Tigers. So 1 down. And the next batter will be Eric Waldo, the third baseman.
First pitch called strike 1 on the inner half. 0-1 the count. No balls and a strike. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually foul tipped. 0-2. And Jake, notice now, Blake Waters, he's playing pretty close to the chalk, the third base line. So the ball's hit down the line, trying to definitely get there in time. No balls and 2 strikes. Way ahead is Martinez to Waldo. Here is the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball in the dirt. And Waldo doesn't chase at it. 1-2 the count. That's a good pitch. It's where you want to miss if you're Martinez. You definitely like to bury it if you are going to miss, Jake. You don't want to leave it up. And we have time on the field again. Not too sure what's going on.
The only thing I could think of is maybe some flash photography. The second base, the umpire out in the field, kind of pointing in towards the stands. So maybe some flash photography going on, perhaps. Rudy, that group of students right there on the Malakoff side, the guys in the other booth said they call themselves the Mali Mafia.
The Mali Mafia.
And they've got their shirts, and they were kind of giving the shame as the umpire was pointing up into the stands. So you're still not sure what was happening, but they're going to come and talk to It's kind of cool here at the stadium. You know, you get the little overhead. We can hear it, and they kind of give us a heads up on what they think it was. And I heard her say something about flash. So I didn't hear the whole message that they gave us, but flash photography. But here we go, back to the action. Hopefully they've got that squared away.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. First punch out for John Martinez, and that's out number 2 here in the bottom of the second.
So 2 down, bases empty. The next batter will be the senior second baseman, Wes Husted. So Husted to the plate.
First pitch to Husted is low for ball 1, 1-0. Outfield shaded a little to the left. Here's the 1-0. That ball's hit left side, gets through for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Wes Husted. And we go back to the top of the Tiger lineup here in the bottom of the second.
So 1 on, 2 outs. Alan Benhart will dig in, and Benhart is 1 for 1, singled and came around to score in the first inning. So Benhart will dig in for the second time. Bats from the left side.
First pitch, curveball, backdoor curveball, called strike 1 on the outside corner. 0-1. Yeah, pretty good pitch to Benhart. First time pulled a pitch into right center. And Martinez is going to step off quickly, gets back on quickly.
I was going to say that's a tough pitch to start somebody off with right there, breaking away at the last minute, catching the corner.
Yeah, definitely a good pitch to start with. If you're Martinez, work backwards. Here's the 0-1, and fastball stays away, 1-1.
Rudy, you know, it's hot out here. Well, it looks like you've been in the freezer. He's got the sunscreen.
Definitely got the sunscreen on the face. 1-1 pitch in the turf, in the dirt, and the runner from first is going to take off the second base. The ball didn't get away. Throw is high, though. And Jacob applies the tag. It's not in time. Perhaps maybe a good throw on the money would have got Husted out at second base, but with the throw being a little high, Jacob had to leave his feet. And Husted slides in safely at second base.
I have to say about these London Pirates, man, these kids are all athletes. Mason Jacob, just a freshman, and he went up and got it and came down and applied the tag quickly. Looked like he's been playing varsity baseball his whole life.
2 balls and a strike, 2-1 pitch. That ball's hit into center field. Arispe looks like he's under it, and he's going to squeeze it for out number 3. So that's a big out to end the threat, the 2-out threat from the Tigers. And we go to the top of the third inning, all knotted up at 2 apiece for the state championship ball game here at Dell Diamond.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Hey everybody, Joshua here with G-Tech 360. G-Tech is family owned since 2003. We're the highest rated internet provider in South Texas, and we're a local company right here in Portland, Texas, right outside of Corpus Christi. Hope everybody's having a happy new week.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Here we go. We are headed to the bottom of the top of the third inning. Got to remember the Pirates are the visiting team today.
Yeah, they were the home team yesterday, and what we thought was whoever's the higher seed ends up getting the Homer visitors for state championship. However, I believe they flipped for it, Jake. So they flipped for it yesterday, and Malakoff ended up winning the flip, so they decided to be the home team. And here we go, as Mason Jacob is going to lead things off. Jacob, Martinez, and Salinas.
Mason Jacob first pitch swinging, and he delivers one out to center field. Going back to center fielder, Barnhart way back and to his right, but he is able to track it down. Just hung up there a bit too long, and Benhart under it. One pitch, one out.
JD Martinez will be the next batter. So 2-2 ball game in the top of the third inning.
First pitch to Martinez, fouls it off. First base side going to get out of play. And Jaden 1 for 1. Singled his first time up. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. The breaking pitch going to miss outside for ball one. So a ball and a strike. It is a hot one today, folks. 1-1 pitch. Missing inside, 2-1.
Yeah, yesterday we had a lot of clouds, and
kind of helped us out.
Yeah, thankfully there was no rain, but it did help us out today. There's some clouds, but not where the sun is.
2-1 pitch, ground ball up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. Adair falls down, tries to make the throw anyway. And he may be shaken up over there a little bit. So
they're going to call it an infield single, Jake.
Officially an infield single, so a base hit right there for Jaden Martinez. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game.
Yeah, ball was hit to the shortstop, Adair had to move to his left, and it looked like when he planted his left foot, it just kind of slipped on the dirt, and he fell on his backside and still tried to make a throw over to first base, but Martinez in at first easily, so an infield single with one out. Landon Salinas will be the next London Pirate to the plate.
And Smith delivers a strike. Salinas 0 for 1 with a fly out. Comes a pitch, and that one's going to be driven out to center field, not deep. Benhart again to his right. Now he's backpedaling, but he will make the grab to retire Salinas for out number 2.
Yeah, the ball does not fly here at Dell Diamond. He hit the ball in the air. It just looks like it just kind of stays in the air. The wind does blow right to left, but it doesn't look like we have a lot of wind at all today. And the field does sit below the stands and in the parking lot, so ball does not fly too far. John Martinez is going to be at the plate, and pickoff attempt to first is not in time. So John Martinez at the plate. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Flight out to the right fielder Nations his first time up.
Jade Martinez on the move. The pitch is high, and the throw is in time. The throw was up, but what a play right there by Houston, the second baseman. And it looked like Martinez was going to be safe. Perhaps he came down and tagged him on the back before he reached the bag, but a bang play. They'll call Martinez out at second for out number 3. So for the Pirates, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the third, still tied at 2. You listen to Blast Vision live from the state tournament here at Dell Diamond, the 3A state championship game.
Who Dat Noodle House, featuring authentic Vietnamese cuisine, located at 6418 Staples Street in Coles Plaza, with express lunch service from 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and casual dining from 4:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. All-day dining on Saturdays and closed on Sundays. Who Dat Noodle House, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. We're going to make a couple of changes because it looks like for the London Pirates, a pitching change. Now on the mound is number 7, Zach Britton. So Zach Britton enters the ball game, and he will take over on the mound for London. We'll get him in here for you.
Due up, Adair, Gaddis, and Nations for the Tigers. And it is 2-2 ball game still here in the bottom of the third inning. Top of the first, London scoring 1, Malakoff scoring 2 in the bottom of the first inning. Then London answering back with one of their own in the top of the second inning. And then a couple zeros in the bottom of the second and then top of the third inning. So bottom of the third inning we go. Zach Britton is on the mound now for the for your London Pirates. And first pitch is up and away, ball 1. Want to know the count? Here is the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chases at it was Adair. 1-1 the count. Adair is 1 for 1 in the ball game. He had the bunt double back in the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that ball is going to be hit into shallow center field. And it's going to split Jacob and Henry. And it falls. That ball was hit not hard at all. And both shortstop, second baseman gave it a chance into barely into the grass of shallow center field. And it does split him. Falls for a leadoff single to start the bottom of the third. So with the leadoff single is going to bring up Cole Gaddis. And Gaddis in the ball game. Sack fly into left center his first time up. Gaddis the 3-hole. Lefty-lefty matchup, and a pickoff attempt to first is not in time as Adair is going to get back. Also, we can get you the end of the line for John Martinez as well. Here is the pitch to Gaddis. That ball is going to be hit into center field. Center fielder Arispa is coming in. He's going to make the grab for out number 1 as he was shaded over to his right. And not too far of a run, but jogged in. He made the grab for the first out of the bottom of the third inning. And also Adair stays put at first base on the fly out. So with 1 down, it's going to bring up the cleanup. And that is Brandon Nations. And Brandon Nations is 1 for 1. Hit a double down the line his first time up. And third baseman Waters playing really close to the line. First pitch, and that is going to miss up and away. Ball 1, 1-0. Zach Britton, a tall left-handed pitcher for the London Pirates. He takes over for Martinez. And like I said, I'll get you the final line for Martinez after this pitch. 1-0 the count, 1-0 pitch. And that is low and in. 2-0, excuse me. Martinez ends his ball game on the mound with 2 innings of work. Give up 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. No walks and 1 strikeout. Pickoff attempt to first. Not in time. Britton set. Not too big of a lead for Adair. As the pitch comes in and just a bit outside, ball 3, way ahead is Nations. 3 balls and no strikes. See if Britton can get back into the count. Looking for a ground ball, double play. Pitcher's best friend, get yourself out of this inning. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and that's going to miss up for ball 4. So that's a 4-pitch walk issued to Nations. And now it puts runners at first and second with one out. Jack Davis will be the next batter. Davis is 0 for 1. He flied out to the left fielder. Gonzalez, his first time up, into left center. Britton's going to get back onto the mound. Double play depth up the middle, and we're going to have time on the field, actually. Martinez is going to go out and talk with Britton. They're going to talk amongst themselves. Looks like Salinas, the first baseman, is going to kind of trickle in and also give some words of encouragement to Zach Britton. Also talking about situation. Ball hit back up the middle. Right to him. Got to know who's at second base. The defense for the Pirates, middle infielders in double play depth. Third baseman Waters playing even with the bag. And first pitch fouled off. Straight back. 0-1 the count. So no balls and a strike. To the batter, Jack Davis. High leg kick, 0-1 pitch. Grounded to the shortstop, Jacob. Jacob's going to flip it over to second, over to first. In time for a 6-4-3 double play to end the bottom of the third and end the threat of the Tigers as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Still knotted up at 2 apiece. And Britton gets himself a pitcher's best friend. You're listening to Blast Vision for the state championship game at Dale Diamond.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth, and the fans in the stands are having quite a time here at this ball game. It's a battle on the field, but it is a battle in the stands as well. And here we go into the top of the fourth inning, all tied at 2 runs apiece. 7, 8, 9 due up for your London Pirates. Sepulveda, Lou Allen, and Gonzalez to lead things off here. And I believe that is still...
It is Riggins Smith. So, like Jake said, Martinez, Sepulveda, and Lou Allen. So, John Martinez gonna lead things off. He was at the plate, but when I believe it was Martinez, his brother, got thrown out at second base. So, he's gonna lead things off here in the top of the fourth inning.
And the first pitch from Smith in there for a strike. So, an 0-1 count to start things off with John Martinez. John 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. A swing and a miss on the 0-1 pitch. 0-2 the count. Apologize, we haven't got a chance to get onto the chat. I'll get to you guys here, I promise, in just a few. The 0-2 pitch going to miss outside. So a ball and 2 strikes. Now one is going to be ripped but foul. Third base side.
Hit right down the line, but hooked quickly, came down quickly, and just in foul territory, not too far from being in fair territory. 1-2 the count as he pulled a curveball.
Pitch on the way, ground ball up the middle, going to be fielded by the shortstop Adair. The throw over to first base is in time. Nice stretch over there by Gaddis, the first baseman. So they will retire Martinez, 6-3 on the putout. One down here in the top of the fourth.
Sepulveda gonna lead things off with one down. Henry's 1 for 1 in the ball game. Base hit into left field, his first time up. Fouls off his first pitch he sees.
I'll say hello to Juan Luna. Robert Longoria also checking in. Marty Contreras, Jennifer Carr, Selena Leon, and Edith Diaz. There's a strike, 0-2. O2 pitch, missing outside. A ball and 2 strikes on Sepulveda. And Rudy, do we have an unofficial pitch count for Riggins Smith?
This will be pitch number 49, unofficial pitch, and it's in the dirt. So pitch 50 coming up, Jake, halfway to the century mark. And they still have somebody, I believe, in the bullpen. Actually, looks like he came back into the dugout.
That 2-2 pitch going to be fouled off first base side. Was the left fielder, Jones, I believe, was warming up earlier. Nathan Jones. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. So Sepulveda will go down swinging for out number 2.
Well, 2 down. Right fielder number 5, Darren Llewellyn, will be the next batter for the London Pirates. So 2 up, 2 down for the Tigers to start the top of the 4th inning.
The first pitch to Llewellyn, going to miss low and outside. Smith from the windup. Here comes the pitch. There's a strike.
Great game so far, Jake, as we're in the top of the 4th inning. 2-2 our score. It's been a lot of fun at the ballpark. We're in our middle innings now.
1-1 pitch in the dirt. 2-1.
You always like to separate the ball game, right? Beginning, middle, and end. And in the beginning, both of them matched each other. Now we're in the middle innings.
A timeout called at the plate. Smith will make the throw, like kind of a lob over to home plate. He was already pretty much in the windup when timeout was granted by the home plate umpire. So here he comes with the 2-1 pitch on the way, and that one is going to be driven out to the glove of the shortstop Adair. What a play.
Had to leap, get off his feet, and what a play it was.
Yeah, over the shoulder, leaping grab for Adair, the shortstop. So the Pirates go in order, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Still tied at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Last Vision Live from Dell Diamond, the 3A state championship game.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Getting a little tongue-tied here, Rudy. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino, and I'm not sure what happened with our pictures for the Malakoff Tigers. It didn't have a picture of the fellas on there, so I guess we're okay. To go ahead and leave them off. We'll make sure to mention them to you. Thank goodness the London pictures did not get out of whack on us.
So Nathan Jones is going to lead things off. It's 6, 7, and 8, and first pitch is going to miss away, ball 1. So Jones, Smith, and Waldo due up in the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 2-2 ball game. And here is the 1-0, and that is a fastball that's spiked in the dirt. 2-0. Changing out the baseballs now for Zach Britton.
So we'll put up Zach Britton's picture for you guys.
Here's a 2-0, and that ball's hit into left field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And rounding first, actually going to stay put. Great job by Gonzalez as it was hit almost in the corner, almost got all the way to the corner, but Gonzalez getting the ball in quickly to Jacob. So that is going to be a leadoff single, but could have been a double.
Absolutely, the speed right there of Gonzalez, the left fielder, really robbing the hitter Jones of extra bases.
Be Riggin Smith. So Riggin Smith will be the next batter. High leg kick, first pitch, and Reagan's going to bunt it right back to the mound and catch a throw over to first base, and it's over the head of Salinas. And the runner from second, Jones, is going to get to third on the air from Martinez. And that's runners at the corners with nobody out.
So a sack bunt right there for Smith. He gets the job done, and the throw by Martinez, the errant throw, allows the runner to get to third base. And we'll have a courtesy runner over at first base. That's going to be number 10, Judd Driscoll. So Driscoll in at first base, runners at the corners with nobody out. And Martinez just kind of rushed the throw a little bit there, and it was high. Salinas left his feet trying to make that grab, just couldn't bring it down.
First pitch to Eric Waldo, and Waldo looks at strike one on the outside corner. 0-1. You know, if I'm the Pirates, of course you don't want to give up any runs, but if you can get yourself a double play and get 2 outs and let them score a run, I guarantee they would definitely take it. 0-1 the count. 0-1 the pitch, and that is in the dirt, and good job by Martinez blocking that pitch in the dirt. 1-1 the count.
Eric Waldo 0 for 1 in the ball game with a strikeout. He is the 8-hole hitter for Malakoff.
Time on the field still. Coach Adair giving the signs to his batter, Waldo. Runners at the corners, nobody out. 1-1 the count. Pickoff attempt to first. It's not in time. Birding gets back onto the rubber. There's the 1-1 pitch, and check swing doesn't go around. Its pitch is going to miss high, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one count. 2-1 pitch. Fastball catches, actually going to miss outside. That's a great pitch from Britton, but home plate umpire Berryman He's going to call it a ball. So 3-1 now the count. Hitters count. 3-1 pitch, and that's low. Ball 4. That's going to load up the bases with nobody out. And it's the 9-hole. Wes Husted.
Husted 1 for 1 in the ball game, singled through the left side his first time up. So Husted in a big spot right here, bases loaded, nobody out, and Coach Carr going to call timeout. Wants to talk things over. We'll head over to the chat real quick while we have a quick break in the action and see what you guys have been up to. Carmen Samudio checking in, Robert Valencia as well, Tim W. listening from Tuttle, Oklahoma, Ida Gonzalez Garza, Pete Acuna checking in as well. Listening from South Texas, the Acuñas. Rosie Hicks checking in, Adriana Serrano as well. Bunch of Pirate fans. Zeke De La Fuente Jr., Arturo Ramirez, and Sylvia Garcia watching from San Antonio. Arturo from Ben Bolt, Texas. Thank you guys so much for listening in and checking in with us on the chat. So we got looks like
it's going to be a pinch runner for the third baseman. That is Thomas. Hayden Thomas. So Hayden Thomas is at first base now, as he is the pinch runner for Waldo. So bases loaded, nobody out. 9-hole Husted at the plate.
Selena Leon checking in as well, Rudy.
First pitch is high, ball 1.
From Leon Law. And Crystal Goss as well. So again, thank you guys so much.
1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 now the count.
And just a reminder again, you got that special message from Mayor Paulette Guajardo and her husband, Victor Guajardo, attorney at law, wishing the London Pirates the best of luck here at State.
1-1 pitch is away. So 2 balls and a strike. This is a big spot right here, Jake. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fastball from Britton. So the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out number 1, and what a big strikeout that was for Zach Britton. And now, Jake, 1 pitch away of ending this threat. Looking for a double play, but it's not going to get easy as we go back to the top of the Tiger lineup.
It's going to be Alan Benhart. So Benhart will dig in. And Benhart is 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the first, but a fly out to center in the second. So 1 for 2 at the plate.
Here's the first pitch. Fastball catches the upper part of the zone. Strike 1. 0-1 to Benhart.
Like you said, Rudy, Pirates, they're looking for a ground ball, get themselves out of this inning.
No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a curveball high. 1-1 the count.
So far, those 2 pitches up. First one up in the zone for a strike. That one up and out of the zone. If you're looking for that ground ball, you kind of need for Britton to keep the ball down.
1-1 pitch. Fastball dots the inside corner. Strike 2.
Or how about you just you work in and out with your pitches?
Yeah, no, that's a great location, Jake, is they've been working away from a lot of these hitters and bust them inside. Kind of surprised Benhart on that offering. So 1-2 the count. 1-2 pitch. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. Benhart chases out a fastball up and over his head. That's out number 2, so back-to-back Ks for Zach Britton. And it's 2 down now.
It's going to bring up Bryson Adair, the Tigers shortstop.
Adair, 2 for 2 in the ball game, bunt double, and then just hit a blooper into shallow center field his last time up. Here's the first pitch to Adair, and that's high, ball 1, 1-0 the count. One ball, no strikes, 1-0 pitch. That ball's hit back up the middle, gets through for a base hit. One run's going to come in to score. As the runner from second rounds third, he's going to come in to score, and that's a 2 RBI single for Bryson Adair, and he stays perfect in the ball game. He's 3 for 3 now with 2 RBIs.
Just a good piece of hitting right there. Lines one up the middle and into center field, and that is going to give the Malakoff Tigers a 4-2 lead. 2 out hitting. We've talked about it all season long, and Adair, they haven't found a way to retire him so far in this ball game. So on base once again, but more importantly, driving in a couple of runs for his team.
Cole Gaddis is at the plate. Gaddis has popped up into center field both times. First pitch is a curveball. Catch the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Yeah, Jake, like you said, that was just a good piece of hitting, and early in the count as well. Saw a pitch that he can hit back up the middle. Got through and got the Tigers its second lead of this ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's up for ball 1, 1-1 the count. So every single time so far in this ball game, the London Pirates have answered.
So certainly want to get out of this inning, get back on offense and try and answer back. That's the plan. And Britton spins, no throw to second base, and actually trying a little trickery right there. Britton falls down behind the mound. You have Sepulveda, the second baseman, and Arispe chasing a phantom baseball. I was a little worried about Britton at first, but trying a little bit of trickery, but Thomas not having it over at second base.
1-1 pitch is high, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. And, you know, Jake, to throw out the, the trickery at that, in this locate, or in this spot, is kind of the perfect time with a pinch runner at second base. And you try to fool him, but Thomas doing a good job of just staying on the bag. 2-1 pitch, curveball, catch the outside corner, strike 2.
You know,
that's a good pitch.
The guys in the other booth mentioning that Hayden Thomas and Judd Driscoll would be doing the base running. So I imagine Hayden Thomas, you know, he's been a runner for this team probably all season long, and so yeah, he was not having it with the trickery.
Here's a 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Britton does strike out the side, but not before a RBI, a 2 RBI single from Adair. And it is 4-2 as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Tigers lead in this ball game. You're listening to Blast Vision for the state championship ball game here at Dell Diamond.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
Welcome back. Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez, Rudy Trevino with the call. And Rudy just mentioned it looked like Henry Sepulveda headed out to the bullpen to get loose for the London Pirates. But right now, the Pirates at the plate and looking to answer back after the Tigers scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. We're in the top of the 5th, a 4-2 Malakoff lead. But here come the Pirates, 9-1 and 2 due up. Gonzalez, Arispe, and Bud. And it will be the left fielder, Jacob Gonzalez, leading things off. And here's the first pitch in there for a strike.
Regan Smith still on the mound for the Tigers.
That pitch going to miss inside. Had Gonzalez scooting out of the way right there. Jacob 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. 1-1 pitch on the way. Going to miss up. 2-1. Smith from the windup. 2-1 pitch on the way. Catching the outside corner for a strike. 2-2.
Yeah, good pitch. Hit the outside corner.
Smith peers over the glove for the sign. Now he's got it from the windup. Delivers in the dirt. Full count.
Yeah, pretty good at bat here. Seen 5 pitches. He's taking all 5, but being very selective.
And the 3-2 pitch going to miss low and outside, so a leadoff walk. And a good start to the top of the 5th for the London Pirates. Leadoff man at first base, and now we go to the top of the order. Mason Arispe to the plate.
Mason, he's 1 for 1 in the ball game. Started the ball game off with a triple and then walked his last time up. So we're going to have time on the field. Looks like Coach Amaya is going to go out and talk with Arispe. Maybe it is a bunt situation, Jake.
Just wanted to make sure everybody's on the same page. Coach Amaya in the third base box. And again, a shout out to the Amaya family, always listening in. Coach Carr in the first base box. Smith comes set now from the windup and now from the stretch. A perfect bunt down the first base side. And ooh, the throw right there from Smith, a little wide of first base. But Gaddis goes from the inside of the bag to the outside of the bag, makes the grab, one away. But a sac bunt by Arispe does get a runner into scoring position, pushing Gonzalez to second base for Cade Budd.
Bud 0 for 2, Jake. Couple rollovers to the first baseman in this ball game. You like to stay in there a little bit longer, try to shoot one the other way. That's just kind of what you're thinking at the plate. Still might be early on it, so hit it back up the middle.
And first pitch in the dirt, and a good block right there by Davis, the catcher.
Had just been out ahead on Regan Smith, his Cade Budd.
Third time he faces him, see if he can make that adjustment, get the timing right. 1-0 pitch, just missing outside, 2-0.
And no one in the bullpen for the Tigers, but like you said earlier, Jake, the left fielder was warming up in the bullpen. That's Jones. He's still on the field.
There's a strike. Right down the heart of the plate with that one. So 2 balls and a strike on Cade Budd. 1 down. The runner at second base is Gonzalez. Gonzalez with the lead over at second. Smith gives him a look, set at the belt. Here comes the pitch. Little check swing. Does not matter. Home plate umpire calls it a strike. So the count will even up at 2-2.
Yeah, another good pitch location-wise.
Smith leaning in for the sign, set at the belt. Another look to second base. Here comes the pitch, and the pitch is in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. The throw to third base is not in time. As Gonzalez reads it down angle, did not squirt away far, squirted towards the third base side. And a pretty good throw right there from Davis as well, but just a better slide by Gonzalez. And so he is 90 feet away now. Called the plate was a ball, so 3-2 count.
Now you're definitely looking to look for something to elevate into the outfield if you're Bud. But with the infield kind of pushed back now, Jake, besides the corners are still playing in, but the middle infield's pushed back, they're basically allowing a run here. So if you're Bud, hit something up the middle.
3-2 pitch, or just take ball 4, and that's what Cade Budd does. So he is at first base. Runners at the corners now with 1 out.
And that was a good take from Bud too, Jake, and you could tell he was locked in at the plate in the third at bat. He followed that baseball all the way in, and he knew it was low and away, and we're gonna have time on the field. And I wonder if it doesn't look like it is head coach Adair, so it might just be a mound visit. Quick break into the action.
You know, I noticed, we have head coach Adair. There also is an assistant coach Adair. And then there's Bryson Adair on the field. I wonder if we've got a family situation going on over in Malakoff.
You know,
with the
a 3A
Adairs.
school, you know, a small community they probably have over there in East Texas. I wouldn't be surprised, Jake, if it is a family.
Meeting on the mound is over, and Regan Smith going to stay in the ball game. So a little bit of a situation here for Smith with runners at the corners. Bud at first, Gonzalez at third, Mason Jacob at the plate. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. The Pirates trying to answer back after the Tigers scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, an important part of the ball game as well for the Pirates. 4-2 the score.
And the first pitch going to miss outside.
It's the middle infield playing in double play depth, so there's a big old gap in between third baseman and shortstop, first baseman and second baseman.
Now one is going to be driven out to left center, and it's going to split the gap, goes all the way to the wall. In to score is Gonzalez. They're waving Bud. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. A 2 RBI double for Mason Jacob.
That's what the doctor ordered for the London Pirates. Mason Jacob did not miss that pitch. Split the gap all the way into the wall, and Bud not stopping. Coach Amaya with the go, go, go. He's going to go to the plate, and that is going to tie the ball game. Mason Jacob coming up clutch for the London Pirates here in the top of the 5th.
And once again, we are tied at 4 in this ball game.
Like I said, Jake, the London Pirates have answered back every single time, all not just here at the state tournament, but all year long, all postseason long, and they do it once again. Mason Jacob with the big knock, and still 1 down in the inning, and it's going to be the cleanup, Jaden Martinez, but we're going to have a pitching change first. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll get you that pitching change. You're listening to Blast Vision live here at the state championship ball game.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. That bar gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Hey everybody, Joshua here with G-Tech 360. G-Tech is family owned since 2003. We're the highest rated internet provider in South Texas, and we're a local company right here in Portland, Texas, right outside of Corpus Christi. Hope everybody's having a happy new week.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Tie ball game, folks, here in the top of the 5th inning as the London Pirates answered back. Malakoff scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning to take a 4-2 lead, but the London Pirates answering right back. A big 2 RBI double by Mason Jacob, and we are tied once again. New pitcher on the mound as the Tigers made a pitching change. The new pitcher is going to be number 17, Nathan Jones. So Jones, that would mean we have a new left fielder, and as soon as they take their positions on defense, we'll get you that information.
Yeah, the whole I guess the outfield and infielder right behind the mound.
Looks like that new left fielder is going to be perhaps number
12?
5? Number 5?
Number 12.
Number 12. Okay.
So number 12.
So that's going to be...
That's going to be Riggin Smith. So just a straight switch. So Riggin Smith goes to left field. Nathan Jones is now the new pitcher. So a straight switch, left fielder to go in a pitch. And now the pitcher into left field. And here we go. Jaden Martinez, Jake, 2 for 2 in the ball game. A couple of singles back up the middle. So he's looking to stay perfect. I would say in the afternoon. I think I said that earlier, but in this morning, this is a morning baseball.
It's only 10:30.
We're fired up. The fans are fired up. And the London Pirates
Pirate
are fired
Nation.
up.
Comes the first pitch from Jones, and it's in there for a strike.
At 82 on the gun, so about 6 to 7 mile an hour difference between Riggin Smith and Nathan Jones. Jones is a lefty though, so Jones a left-handed pitcher on the mound.
Set at the belt, and the pitch is going to be high for ball 1. So ball and a strike on Jaden Martinez.
And Mason Jacob with a big secondary lead, Jake. Almost halfway to third on that secondary lead.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and it's up. Popped off the mitt of Davis, the catcher. You saw Mason Jacob over there at second base. He looks like he's just always itching to go.
Like I said, it takes a big secondary lead, and that ball literally fell right in front of the catcher, Davis.
So the big left-hander Jones leans in for the sign, and he's going to take a quick peek over to second. Set at the belt. Pitch on the way, and again he misses up with it. Hit 82 on the gun with that one, but up in the zone, up and out of the zone. 3-1 the count on Martinez. Comes the 3-1 pitch, and it misses up and in for ball 4. So first and second now for the Pirates.
And look who's coming up, Jake. Landon Salinas is going to come to the plate.
You said it yesterday, just always seems to be in the mix when things get hot for London.
Coach Adair is going to go out after a 5-pitch walk. He's going to go onto the mound, and we might have a new pitcher again, Jake, because it looks like somebody was taking off the armband or the sleeve.
That was number 5.
And it looks like it's going to be Adair.
Bryson Adair. And yeah, it looks like we are going to have a pitching change. So Bryson Adair will come in to throw. So guys, we're going to take a quick break. You guys don't go anywhere. Blast Vision live from Dell Diamond, the 3A state championship game, all knotted up at 4. We'll be right back.
Who Dat Noodle House, featuring authentic Vietnamese cuisine, located at 6418 Staples Street in Coles Plaza, with express lunch service from 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and casual dining from 4:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. All-day dining on Saturdays and closed on Sundays. Who Dat Noodle House, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast. Blue Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino. The new pitcher is going to be number 5, Bryson Adair. So Adair on the mound. Into play short is number 10, Judd Driscoll. So Driscoll, the shortstop, and it looks like out of the ball game is going to be number 17, Nathan Jones. So Jones exits the ball game. Those are the defensive changes for you. And we are all set. Going to be Landon Salinas at the plate, first and second, with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning of a tie ball game, 4-4 tie.
And Adair, when warming up, hitting the gun up to 85, 86, so a little bit jump up again. So here we go. Landon Salinas at the plate.
And the first pitch in there for a strike. Hit 87 on the gun with the fastball in the inner half of the zone.
It's kind of what they saw yesterday, Jake, with Lightfoot also throwing around the same miles per hour.
And that one's going to be low. So a ball and a strike. And the London Pirates, a good fastball hitting group. That one hit 88. So a ball and a strike. Comes the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled off. Back out of play.
A good cut from Salinas, just missed it right under the baseball. So 1-2 the count to Landon Salinas.
Martinez the runner at first base. Jacob the runner at second. 1 down. 1-2 pitch, and that one is going to be driven through the right side for a base hit. Here comes Jacob. He will score. The throw is to third base, but in at third is Martinez.
What did I tell you, Jake? This kid is clutch.
Landon Salinas.
The definition of clutch.
Oh,
Landon
my goodness.
Salinas does it once again.
And this time, he gives the Pirates the lead in this ball game, their first lead of the ball game. And it is a 5-4 London Pirate lead. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
That's going to bring up John Martinez.
Salinas does it again.
You know, just like his cousins, Jake, you know, MJ would always be clutch, and so will Orlando Salinas, and now Landon Salinas getting an opportunity as a freshman here at the biggest stage, coming through. 5-4 London.
Timeout on the field. Perhaps we're going to have a pinch runner. And we will have a pinch runner over at first base. Let's see if we can get a number for you guys. It's going to be number 4.
Landon getting a big round of applause. And here we go as John Martinez comes to the plate. And number 4, Jake, that's Egbrecht.
Martinez showing bunt. And he bunts it. It's a safety squeeze. The flip from the pitcher is not in time to the catcher, Davis Adair. What a play he made, though, Rudy. Flip
Absolutely.
from the glove on that safety squeeze, but in to score is Martinez and a 6-4 lead.
Jake, he's a shortstop, so he's an athlete. And like you said, Jake, he made a great grab. He picked it up with his glove. He flipped it to the catcher, but the flip was high. And a run does come in to score. 6-4 London. in the top of the 5th.
Henry Sepulveda to the plate. First and second, and he is showing bunt. Bunts one right back to the pitcher, Adair. Adair will make the throw to first in time. But Sepulveda does the job, and he gets 2 runners into scoring position. Martinez over to third, and Salinas over to second. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. A 6-4 Pirate lead. And to the plate will be Darren Llewellyn. 2 men in scoring position now for the Pirates, trying to add to this 6-4 lead. Here comes the pitch, and it catches the outside corner for a strike.
Llewellyn 1 for 2 in the ball game. Had a base hit his last time up into left field.
Adair from the windup, and that one is going to be fouled straight back. Llewellyn was on it, just missed it, Rudy.
Yeah, that was a curveball, Jake, from Adair. First one we seen, and Llewellyn noticed it right off the hand of Adair, but just fouled it off. 0-2 the count.
Adair pitching from the windup. Here comes the pitch in the dirt. And a great block right there by Davis. Just smothered it. You got Salinas over at third base who can run. So a great job by the catcher, Davis. A ball and 2 strikes on Llewellyn. Here comes the pitch. And that one fouled off first base side. Might have gotten out of the ballpark.
It hit the Salt Traders sign and bounced right into the London Pirate faithful. So 1-2 the count still to Llewellyn.
One-two pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. So Llewellyn will go down swinging, but not before the Pirates score 4 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors. 2 men left on. It's going to be Nations, Davis, and Jones due up for the Tigers when we come back. You guys don't go anywhere. Blast Vision live from Dell Diamond, the 3A State Championship game.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Signs with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And your London Pirates with a 6-4 lead in the ball game. New pitcher on the mound. New pitcher is Henry Sepulveda. So Sepulveda will take over on the mound for the Pirates. And a new second baseman as well. That's going to be Blaine Line.
And then also, Jake, I don't think we said it in that last half inning. But it is going to be John Martinez at third base. So Blake Waters is out of the ball game. Martinez stays into the ball game. So Martinez, he is at third base. We'll get you the defensive alignment real quick, just so looks like we're all squared away. Gonzalez is still in left. Arispa stays in center. Llewellyn is in right. And John Martinez, who started the ball game, is at third. Jacob stays at short. Line comes into the ball game. He's the new second baseman. Landon is still at first. Martinez behind the dish, and on the mound it is Henry
Sepulveda. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Tigers. Davis, Jones, and Smith. And leading things off will be, and actually,
Brandon Nations.
Brandon Nations, 4, 5, and 6, excuse me.
First pitch to Nations, going to miss away, ball 1. As we start the bottom of the 5th inning, 6-4 London Pirates. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That is just away, ball 2, 2-0.
Nations 1 for 1, doubled his first time up and walked in his last at bat. That was in the 3rd inning.
2-0 pitch. Fastball catches, actually misses inside. Just a bit inside, perhaps. London Faithful wanted that pitch. And the 3-0, same location, this time called a strike. 0-1 the count.
Perhaps a little bit more inside.
3 balls and a strike. 3-1 pitch, and that one is inside, ball 4. So a 5-pitch walk issue to Nations, and the Tigers get the leadoff guy on to start the bottom of the 5th inning.
And immediately the Pirates will send Connor Kuipers out to get loose. So a timeout on the field while they allow that young man to get over to the bullpen that is located in right field.
Yeah, all hands on deck game, Jake. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the championship ball game, and all hands on deck.
Certainly don't want to, if you're Henry Sepulveda, you certainly don't want to walk the leadoff guy. Not after you have taken the lead. Now you bring the tying run to the plate, at every at bat with that runner at first base. And the next batter is going to be Jack Davis. So Davis will dig in.
First pitch to Davis, it's a curveball, and that misses, ball 1. Perhaps a little low. So a lot of these pitches from Henry have missed low.
Davis is 0 for 2. Flew out to left and grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his last time up.
He steps off, gets back on quickly. 1-0 pitch. High, ball 2. 2-0.
So Sepulveda is struggling a little bit, trying to find the zone.
And Tigers definitely going to be selective. 2-0 pitch. That ball's popped up into center field. Arispe's coming in. And Arispe is going to make the out in shallow center field for out number 1. So 1 down. Kind of a gift for the London Pirates, Jake. Henry's been missing on those pitches, and Davis
Just went up and got one and popped it up, and Arispe had to come a long way to make that grab, but shows off the wheels out there. So 1 down, Nathan Jones at the plate, and now definitely looking for a ground ball to get themselves out of the inning.
So it looks like Nathan Jones re-enters to the ball game. He did come out of the ball game for a brief moment, as the pitch is going to miss away for ball 1, 1-0.
Jones, he's 1 for 2. Lined out in his first at bat, singled and scored in the 4th.
Here's a 1-0 pitch. That's low, ball 2. And Jake, actually, he was the left fielder / DH. So he's now the DH in this ball game. So he won't re-enter to the ball game on the field, but he is now the DH. I do remember them putting that on the lineup. 2-0 the count. Pickoff attempt to first. It's not in time.
That's a new rule, or fairly new rule rather, for high school baseball, where you can designate that one of your players in the starting lineup would either pitch or play a position and also be the designated hitter.
Yeah, usually you see for a pitcher. Haven't seen it as a fielder, as the 2-0 misses, ball 3, 3-0. Haven't seen it as a fielder being playing the field and then DHing. So that's the first time I've seen it since the rule has been placed. 3-0 the count, the 3-0 pitch. That is low, ball 4. So Henry can't find the fastball, can't locate the pitch. That's a 4-pitch walk issued. And Coach Carr is going to go out, and he's going to go talk to him.
So quick break in the action. We'll check the chat. I'm sure we are way behind, way behind. But let's see if I can kind of pick up. Actually, no, I don't know where we left off. So if I miss you, I'm sorry. Rosie Hicks, Adriana Serrano, Arturo Ramirez, Selena Leon, and Crystal Goss. I think I left off with Crystal Goss. Leonard Amaya also checking in. H-Town, following his cousin, Coach Amaya. RALGC checking in. And wishing Landon Salinas and Jaden Martinez the best of luck. Former teammates of his nephew, Kevin Goss, when they won the Pony World Series back in the day. Pretty cool information right there. Gilberto Guajardo checking in. Ivan Peña. Aida Gonzalez Garza.
Here we go. Regan Smith is going to dig into the box. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Henry set at the chest. First pitch. And that finds the strike zone. Strike 1. I don't know what it is, Jake. After a mound visit, I just feel like every single time the next pitch is always a strike.
Perhaps just a reminder to, calm the nerves. Trust your defense. And it worked.
1 pitch. That ball's going to be hit into shallow center field, and Arispe actually going to glove it. He's going to make a grab. The runner from second is going to tag up to third base, and he is going to slide in safely as the throw was cut off. And they're going to appeal to second base, just making sure that he did tag up. He did in time before or after the catch was made. So runners at the corners, but 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
It's going to bring up Eric Waldo. So Waldo will dig in first and third with 2 outs.
Waldo 0 for 1, struck out swinging and walked his last time up. So 0 for 1 in the ball game. Jones is at first, Nations is at third, and the first pitch to Waldo called strike 1 on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. See what the Tigers decide to do. Maybe try to steal second base. See what the Pirates decide to do if he does go.
Quick look over there, just as you mentioned it, right on cue. Jones with a pretty good sized lead over there at first base.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is up and in. Ball 1, 1-1.
Waldo, he was ready to take that pitch if need be. Take it on the shoulder, but not far enough inside. But called a ball, so a 1-1 count here on the 8-hole hitter, Eric Waldo.
Here's the pitch, and great curveball. Catches the outside corner, strike 2. 1-2 the count.
See, Jaden Martinez did a good job right there, just framing the pitch, holding it up, letting the umpire get a good look at it.
Spuvia looking in. He does get his sign. 1-2 to Waldo. High. Ball 2, but a great job by Martinez. Had to basically bounce up quickly, and he threw his glove up. And that ball was really high.
Yeah, pretty much full extension right there with the arm. And does not let it get past him. You've got Nations over at third base itching to come in.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2s across the board. 2 men on. 2-2 pitch. Curveball's just low. Ball 3. And Waldo was taking on that pitch. And Martinez, once again, Jake, trying to steal a strike. That one was a little low. So the count is full. The runner from first base, Jones, is going to have a head start to second. However, the runner at third, Nation's going to have to stay put. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 3-2 pitch. That ball's popped up. Foul territory, but it's going to get out of play.
Oh, almost had a play over there.
So
not
it's a foul
quite.
ball. And we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Waldo is the 8th hole. Henry will love to get the 8 hole here. You got to attack. Steps off, look over to first, and just making sure that Jones doesn't take off before on first movement. 3-2 count still. Henry set. Long pause. 3-2 pitch. Fastball. Just low, ball 4. That is going to load up the bases with 2 outs.
It's going to bring the 9-hole hitter up, Wes Husted. So Husted to the plate. And Wes is 1 for 2. Singled his first time up. That was in the 2nd inning. He struck out looking in the 4th. So 1 for 2 is Husted. But a big spot right here for the Tigers. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Pirates 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning though, Rudy.
Here's the first pitch to Husted, and that's going to catch the outside corner. Strike 1. 0-1 count. You know, Jake, in some situations, especially here, you're trying to place that fastball in the perfect spot. You know, you just got to let it fly. Trust your mechanics. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch. That's high, ball 1. 1-1 the count.
See Sepulveda right there with the bases loaded. Goes to the windup.
You definitely got to go to something that you feel more comfortable with in this situation. 1-1 the count. 1-1 pitch. That's away. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Two balls and a strike. Two 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. Like I said, Jake, just let it fly. Trust your arm. Trust your mechanics. That one, he didn't look like he didn't want to try to dot that outside corner. And that one, I would say maybe half a ball on the right side of that plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. That's fouled off. That's probably in the booth. Not in our booth.
And it may,
I believe the visiting booth.
Yeah, someone must have made a grab in that visiting booth. We are in the home booth today.
2 balls and 2 strikes, still the count. 2-2 pitch. And that's rolled over, but foul. Just for good measure, Martinez touches the bag at third. But it was rolled over, foul. Just foul. So the count still 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Bases are loaded for the Tigers in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pretty much have played for 2 hours in this ball game as 11's about to strike. 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled off again. So Husted staying alive.
First base side out of play right there. He reached out for that one. Rudy went out and got it, fouled it off. Just trying to stay alive is Husted.
Two offering. That ball's popped up. Center field. Shallow center field. Arispe's coming in. And Arispe is going to make the grab for out number 3. And Sepulveda is going to get out of the bottom of the 5th with no runs given up. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 men left on base. We go to the top of the 6th inning, and it's 6-4 London Pirates. You're listening to Blast Vision Live for the state championship game at Dale Diamond.
Lithia Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back. Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino. We have played 5 innings of baseball here at Dell Diamond in this 3A state championship game, and your London Pirates with a 6-4 lead. And they are coming to the plate here in the top of the 6th. 9-1 and 2 due up. Gonzalez, Arispe, and Bud. And here we go, as Jacob Gonzalez digs in to lead things off. He's 1 for 2 in the ball, or 1 for 1 rather, in the ball game. Pitch on the way. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. He is actually 0 for 1, with a fly out and a walk. Came around to score his last time. 0-1 pitch on the way. Outside corner for a strike. 0-2. 0-2 pitch from Adair in the dirt. A ball and 2 strikes on Jacob Gonzalez. From the windup, the 1-2 pitch, and that one is going to be hit sharply but foul. First base side. So we'll do it again at 1-2. Adair peering over the glove for the sign from his catcher, Davis. Now from the windup, here comes another 1-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt, 2-2. Two pitch on the way, missing outside with that pitch, and a full count now on Gonzalez.
Jake, want to give a shout out to my dad, JR, and Jesse. They're listening in from Las Vegas.
3-2 pitch on the way, ground ball up the middle. Going to be fielded by the shortstop Driscoll, and the throw is wide.
Jake, that ball hit the lip of the grass, and it took a weird bounce on Driscoll, and he had to recover quickly. He did a good job, but rushed the throw and an errant throw. And I believe they're going to call it an error here at the ballpark.
It's going to take us back to the top of the order. Mason Arispe to the plate.
And they are. They're going to call it an error at the ballpark. So leadoff man is on for the London Pirates. Back to the top of the lineup. Like you said, Jake Arispe at the plate.
Pickoff move to first base, not in time. Mason Arispe, he is 1 for 1. Leadoff triple in the ball game, walked and a sac bunt. So 1 for 1 is Arispe, showing bunt. Third baseman Waldo comes creeping in, and the bunt, a beautiful bunt in front of the mound. The throw to first base, a nice pick over there by Gaddis, the first baseman. It was bang bang, fielded by the catcher Davis. I mean, it just, as soon as it hit the dirt, it just stopped.
Yeah, it spun back. How it hit the bat with the baseball, throwing from Adair. That ball hit right in front of the plate in the dirt and had some backspin. And Davis, he almost fell but recovered, threw over to first, and it was short. But like you said, Jake, Gaddis with a great pick. But another sac bunt from Arispe doing his job. Moving over Gonzalez to second base and scoring position with Cade Budd at the plate.
Adair comes set at the chin. Here comes the first pitch to Bud, and it's going to miss for ball 1. Cade Budd is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Reached on a fielder's choice, came around to score. grounded out and walked and scored his last time up. And
Fastball misses away, ball 2.
So Gonzalez, the runner at second base, he can run. Got some wheels. Young man at the plate got some wheels too, Kate Budd. 1-0 pitch on the way. In there for a strike. So a ball and a strike.
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls and a strike. Got me with the scoreboard again, Rudy. 2-1 pitch. Way high. 3-1. Got a nice little cloud taking care of the sun for us for a little bit. Nice little break from the sun.
Oh, yeah. Earlier I was sweating bullets, but now starting to cool off a little bit.
3-1 the count on Cade Budd. Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and in there catches the inner part of the zone. Full count.
And we haven't seen that a lot at all for both teams, Jake, trying to bust them inside. A lot of pitches have been either up, low, or away. That I can recall, that's the second pitch I've seen inside.
3-2 pitch, and that one's going to be popped up into shallow center field. Going back, the second baseman, or the shortstop rather, Driscoll makes the grab.
That's going to bring up shortstop Mason Jacob. Jacob with the huge 2 RBI double in the 5th. He comes to the plate with the runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
Popped up, first base side. Gonna get out of play into the stands.
Almost made a play. Right in between the mitts. So the count 0-1 to Mason Jacob. Adair still on the mound for the Tigers. He came in relief in that last half inning, or excuse me, in the top of the 5th inning.
Oh, 1 pitch, here it comes, and again, popped it up, back out of play. So he's on it, just under it. It's an 0-2 count on Mason Jacob. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Gonzalez, the runner at second base. Trying to add to this 6-4 lead are the London Pirates. 0-2 pitch on the way, runner on the move, ground ball to the shortstop Driscoll. Driscoll can't get a handle on it. It's going to be safe, and in to score is Gonzalez. He never stopped running. An error on the shortstop.
2 errors from Driscoll, and both crucial because that's how Gonzalez got on, and that's how Gonzalez comes in to score. But the Pirates do not care. They add another run. 7-4 London Pirates on the 2 errors in this inning.
Yeah, the ball on the transfer kind of popped up into the air on him, and so then he had to rush the throw, and he made a bad throw. And Gonzalez with 2 outs, I mean, he was on the move, never stopped running, came in to score. So another run on the board for the Pirates. 7-4 lead. Jacob at first base.
And Jaden Martinez comes to the plate. Heads up base running. And good job by Coach Amaya as well, just telling him to go, go, go. You never know in baseball. That's why they always say put the ball in play, let him make a play to get out of the inning.
First pitch to Jaden Martinez, going to miss low in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Gaddis holding Jacob over at first base, and the throw down to first base, and a dangerous throw right there as Gaddis had to come off the bag to corral it. So again, Jacob with the lead. Martinez at the plate. 1-0 pitch on the way. Strike over the heart of the plate. Ball and a strike.
And just a reminder, too, Adair was the starting shortstop in this ball game. He had to come in to pitch in relief, and getting a guy from the bench coming out cold and making some crucial errors.
But the baseball has found him, Rudy. Runner on the move, and that's going to be a ground ball. Ooh, just foul. Sharply hit down the third base line, but it goes just foul.
Yeah, Coach Amaya jumped up quickly. Thought it was fair.
And he was going to start waving Mason Jacob around the bases. That guy can run too. But it is a foul ball and a 1-2 count here on Jaden Martinez.
And also, Jake, that one was a hit and run as Jacob was taken off to second base on the pitch.
Comes a 1-2 pitch, and it's going to be low. Maybe a bit inside, perhaps, as well. Either way, called a ball and a 2-2 count now on Jaden Martinez. Jacob with the lead over at first. Adair gives him a quick peek. Comes set. Now the throw down to first base, not in time. Another throw down to first base. And head first dive by Mason Jacob.
Probably just trying to tire him out at first.
2-2 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. So Jaden Martinez retired for the first time today. 1 run on no hits. There were 2 errors in the inning. And 1 man left on base. 7-4 is our score. Pirates on top. You're listening to London Pirate Baseball live on Blast Vision from the 3A State Championship game.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
Welcome back. Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino. We head to the bottom of the 6th, and your London Pirates with a 7-4 lead in the ball game. Top of the order for the Malakoff Tigers, it will be Benhart, Adair, and Gaddis. And Henry Sepulveda back out on the mound for the Pirates. He came in relief in the bottom of the 5th, so he will return to the mound to face the top of this Tiger order.
Yeah, and Kuipers is not out in the bullpen anymore, Jake. Looks like Kuipers back into the dugout. He was warming up in that last inning. So here we go to start the bottom of the 6th inning. And it is 1, 2, and 3 for the Tigers. Benhart, Adair, and Gaddis.
Benhart 1 for 3 in the ball game. Singled and scored in the first. Takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Flew out in the second, struck out looking in the 4th.
1-0 count. The offering, high, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. That's going to find the inside corner. So 2 balls and a strike to Benhart as he was showing bunt, just pulled back. Was never anticipating to bunt. 2-1 pitch, roll over foul. Well, I can't say roll over, pulled foul. That ball was hit sharply.
It was ripped. Yeah, he was way out front.
Yeah, way out in front on the fastball of Henry.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out, bases empty here in the bottom of the 6th.
2-2 offering. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Henry comes back and strikes out Benhart to start the the bottom of the 6th inning.
It's going to bring up the shortstop, or rather, now the pitcher, Bryson Adair.
He's been hot all day, Jake. He's 3 for 3.
Doubled and scored in the 1st, and a couple of singles in the 3rd and the 4th inning.
First pitch he sees, called strike 1 on the outside corner. 0-1. A 1 offering, a curveball that's in the dirt. 1-1 the count. He's been locked in at the plate all day long. So 1 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Fastball catch to the outside corner, strike 2. 1-2 the count.
Want to say hi to Nick Gomez, Kelly Cable, Jacob Salceda checking in, Yvonne Pena, Matt Waters.
Here's the 1-2 offering, tie.
Leo checking in, Carson Cable, Ace Boogie.
2-2 offering to Adair, and he looks at strike 3 on the outside corner. Out number 2, back-to-back punchies for Henry here in the bottom of the 6th.
How about Henry Sepulveda? He struggled to find the strike zone when he came into the ball game, but seems like he has settled in here just a bit.
Cole Gaddis is at the plate. First pitch to Cole Gaddis. He looks at ball 1 away. 1-0. Gaddis is 0 for 2. Sack fly into left center and flied out to the center fielder. 1-0 pitch. That ball's hit into left center, and that looks like it's going to split the gap, and it does, as Gaddis is going to get to second base. So a 2-out double for Cole Gaddis, just hitting it the other way as Arispe was shaded over to his left into right center. Left fielder Gonzalez playing pretty much straight away, and that ball gets down, and that is a 2-out double.
It's going to bring up Brandon Nations. So Nations will dig in, runner at second base, and a timeout called by Coach Carr. They're going to talk things over. We'll go back to the chat board, and Keith Bradley checking in all the way from Atlanta. And Chris X from Robstown, watching from Robstown. Letty Lopez checking in. Luther Almares checking in as well. Roxanne Ashurst. Gus Garza again. Peggy Keaton. And Judge Thelma Rodriguez listening in as well. Pete Acuna telling us that Waters is in the bullpen. So they do have some action for the Pirates. Waters in the bullpen right now, warming it up. Marty Contreras, Jeremiah Flores. The official Obiek. I don't know how to say that. But we appreciate you listening in.
And here we go. Brandon Nations, 1 for 1 in the ball game, comes to the plate. Couple walks and a double down the line. First pitch to Nations. He looks at ball 1 low, 1-0. And I believe, Jake, that mound visit was just more of a scouting report, just how they want to attack Nations. Nation is the cleanup hitter. A big kid. 1-0 inside. Ball 2, 2-0. He has to back out of the way. So 2-0 the count. 2-0 offering. That's going to miss low. Ball 3, 3-0. They're being very selective on Nations all day long, Jake. He hit a double down the line, and like I said, the last 2 times he's been up, the last 2 times he has walked, and now has a 3-0 count on him. 3-0 pitch. That's inside ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk issued to Nations.
Perhaps the intentional walk right there.
Yeah,
That'll
probably
give
just trying to bite at the bit, just trying to nibble at the corners, and don't want to leave anything up. But that puts runners at first and second, and the tying run comes to the plate, and that is Jack Davis. Davis is 0 for 3. Flied out to the left fielder, grounded to a double play, and flied out to Rispe in center. First pitch to Davis. That's low, ball 1. So 5 in a row.
2 quick outs here for Henry Sepulveda in the inning, but since then, a double and a walk and a little bit of a jam.
Some edge to your seat baseball here. 1-0 the count. 1-0 to Davis. Davis looks at strike 1 right down the middle. 1-1 the count. Full take from Davis. One. Davis swings and misses for strike 2. 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Pirate faithful getting onto their feet.
Got me on my feet right now too, Rudy.
1-2 the count. Here's the offering. That ball's going to be grounded right to the shortstop. Jacob flip over to second base in time for out number 3. So back-to-back innings. The Tigers have had some base runners in back-to-back innings. Henry has got out of the jam as we go to the top of the 7th inning, and it is 7-4 London Pirates. You are listening to Blast Vision live for the 3-8 state championship ball game.
If you want to get in the game, come to Myra Sports and more. Basketball gloves and uniforms too, customized for you. Your family tradition, from generation to generation. From Pee Wee to the MLBs, you can count on us. Your hometown sporting goods store since '76. Myra Sports and more, where kids get cool stuff.
Hey everybody, Joshua here with G-Tech 360. G-Tech is family owned since 2003. We're the highest rated internet provider in South Texas, and we're a local company right here in Portland, Texas, right outside of Corpus Christi. Hope everybody's having a happy new week.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino with the call. We are in the top of the 7th inning, and the London Pirates with a 7-4 lead. Pirates coming to the plate, and they will send up 5, 6, 7 in the order: Salinas, Martinez, and Sepulveda. And it is still Adair on the mound. Bryson Adair. Saw Jacob Salceda on the chat said, Adair, a family affair over in Malakoff.
There we go. Landon Salinas is going to be the next batter. Or to lead things off, that is, in the top of the 7th inning. Landon 1 for 3 in the ball game. Couple of fly outs to center, but last time up, a huge RBI single.
And he looks at ball 1 from, or rather a called strike. He's a real tight strike call. Doesn't really show it off like a lot of home plate umpires. That one's going to be lifted into right field, kind of shallow, slicing towards the line. Going to get out of play. And a good run right there from Nations, the right fielder, but not, like we mentioned yesterday, not a lot of room in foul territory here at Dell Diamond, so he runs out of real estate quickly, and that one is going to land in the seats. Probably most ballparks, that one is in foul territory. Perhaps he makes the grab, but not here. And an 0-2 pitch in there, called strike 3. So Salinas goes down looking for out number 1 here in the top of the 7th.
John Martinez due up for the London Pirates. And Martinez 1 for 3. Flied out to right, grounded out, and a bunt single.
And he takes the pitch low. 1-0. Foul tipped at the plate. Ball and a strike. Adair from the windup. 1-1 pitch on the way in the dirt. 2-1. And they want to talk things over with Adair. So a quick timeout and a break in the action. We'll go to the chat. Marina Rodriguez checking in, rooting for the Pirates. The Galvan Lopez family. Angela Roden, Justin Tomlinson, Edna Garza, Jeremiah Flores, Delma R Agency or Delma Regency, Gilbert Perez, Ruben Mejia checking in from Falfurias, Crystal Mesa, and Jeremiah Flores says bring it back home to London. Here we go, back to the action. And that one is going to be popped up left side of the infield, and looked like it was going to be Waldo, but at the last moment, Driscoll makes the grab. So there are 2 away here in the top of the 7th. It's going to bring up Henry Sepulveda. So 2 down, base is empty. Adair from the windup. Here comes a pitch. Ground ball over to the third baseman, Waldo. Waldo with a long throw over to first in time. And a nice stretch by Gaddis over at first base. So the Pirates go in order here in the top of the 7th, but we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3 outs away are your London Pirates. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Blast Vision live from Dell Diamond here in the 3A State Championship game.
Who Dat Noodle House, featuring authentic Vietnamese cuisine, located at 6418 Staples Street in Coles Plaza, with express lunch service from 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and casual dining from 4:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. All-day dining on Saturdays and closed on Sundays. Who Dat Noodle House, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Here we go.
Welcome back, Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Yes, indeed, here we go.
Everyone just take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath.
Bottom of the 7th inning. And
London
due up.
Pirates.
Bottom of the 7th inning, and 6, 7, and 8 are due up in the lineup for the Tigers, and that's Jones, Smith, and Waldo. And it looks like Sepulveda still on the mound for the London Pirates. And I can guarantee you everybody's going to be on their feet for this last half inning, and we're on our feet here in the booth as well. And here we go here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Sepulveda on the mound working from the full windup. And first pitch, that's down the middle, strike one. 0-1 count, and a great curveball to start off Nathan Jones, who Nathan Jones is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Lined out to short and singled into left. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. 0-2, and way out in front on that fastball was Nathan Jones. So no balls and 2 strikes, way ahead. I'd like to see one buried. 0-2 count. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, out number 1. Goes with the changeup on the outside corner. Way out in front was Jones. So one down in the bottom of the 7th. That is Riggin Smith now at the plate. First pitch to Smith. It's a curveball. Finds the zone. Strike one. Oh, 1. That's going to miss away. 1-1 the count. Smith 0 for 2 in the ball game. Lined out to right field. A sac bunt and flied out to center. 1-1 pitch. That's a little low. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Two one to Riggin. That ball's hit into right center, popped up, and that ball's falling quickly. Right fielder giving chase, and that is gonna fall off the glove of Llewellyn. Didn't look like they had a beat on it, none of them did, and just looked like that ball was gonna travel to him. Drops into right center. So that is a 1-out single for Riggin Smith. Eric Waldo will be the next batter. Yeah, ball was popped up, Jake, and it looked like that ball was going to carry just the way right fielder Llewellyn was playing, and then last second just started coming in quickly. First pitch to Waldo. Waldo looks at strike one on the inner half. 0-1. Waldo in the ball game, he's 0 for 1, struck out, walk and walk. 0-1 pitch, that is gonna hit Waldo. That puts runners at first and second with 1 out. What that does, it brings the tying run to the plate.
It's gonna be that is Wes Husted. Coach Amaya giving instructions over there, and actually Coach Carr wants to call a timeout. Gonna talk things over. Let's go back to the chat real quick, Rudy. Carmona on the chat. Marisa, Edna Garza, Brittany Lopez, Jennifer Carr, Richard Gonzalez, Jonathan Barrera. Thank you guys for hitting us up on the chat here in this one. Things just got a little bit more interesting right here. First and second with 1 out. But don't forget, 1 pitch is all they need, really. They need a ground ball right here, turn 2, and that would be the ball game. But Wes Husted is at the plate, and let's see, still a timeout here on the field. Not sure what. Looks like the coaching staff from London having a conversation with the home plate umpire. Not too sure what's going on there. They're going to go, Coach Carr rather, going to go back out on the mound. And that is going to be it for Sepulveda. So Sepulveda is done for the day. on the mound, that is.
Going to get a huge ovation.
Yeah, we'll stay right here so you can hear this London crowd cheering for him. So we'll have a new pitcher, and I believe it is going to be, it is number 10, and that is,
it's Blake Waters. So Blake Waters will be the new pitcher on the mound.
And Rudy, we can stay right here. We'll go back to the chat, and JD Salazar checking in, Kenneth Arredondo, Z-Man R2 checking in as well, and Elsa Trujillo, Big Daddy AG checking in from Portland, Texas, Drax Awas checking in, Beat Acuna checking in again as well. Again, thank you guys so much. We want to thank all of our new sponsors as well. We had some new sponsors coming in, and one more time, we had a message from Mayor Paulette Guajardo. Wanted to make sure that we mentioned, you know, she is cheering for the London Pirates as well. So Mayor Guajardo listening in and cheering for the London Pirates, and wants to congratulate them on how they have represented the Coastal Bend, and it has been amazing, and it's not done yet. So Henry Sepulveda, he'll stay in the ball game, and he will play second base. So the new pitcher is Waters, Blake Waters.
One down. Smith at second. Waldo is at first. The 9-hole Husted is at the plate. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game, and Blake Waters is going to come into the ball game.
So the freshman right-hander Blake Waters takes over.
First pitch to Husted. That is low. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. One ball and no strikes to Husted. Probably going to wait for a strike. 1-0. He does look for a strike, and that is going to be on the outside corner. Strike 1. 1-1 the count. .5A action following this ball game. Supposed to start at 12. That ain't going to happen.
No, sir.
A ball and a strike to Husted. 1-1 pitch. Fastball just a bit outside. 2-1. Yeah, good pitch from Waters. Better take from Husted. That ball's grounded to the third baseman, Martinez. He fields it, but unable, as it hits off the glove, actually, and it bounces forward, and everybody is safe. Bases are loaded with 1 out, and now it's the top of the lineup for the Tigers.
Yeah, Martinez, it was a hot shot over to third base, and like Rudy said, went off the glove, bounced right in front of him, and he just could not recover in time. So bases loaded, 1 out. Benhart at the plate.
First pitch to Benhart. Looks at ball 1 low. 1-0, and some drama here in the bottom of the 7th inning. .1-0 pitch away, ball 2. 2-0 the count.
See a little frustration in Blake Waters right there. Upset with himself perhaps, but he needs to just relax.
.2-0 pitch. Fastball catch the outside corner. 2-1 the count.
Gotta trust this defense of yours. I know that Martinez just made an error right there, but you got to trust these guys to get it done because they will way more often than they won't. But like you said, high drama here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They're loaded with one out.
2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Out in front was Benhart. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Two offering, fouled off. Fouled off right side into the netting. As we talked about it yesterday, the netting goes all the way into the stands. Well, not in the stands, but all the way in front of the stands to the very end. 2-2 count still. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 2. Waters gets a big strikeout. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's been the guy who's been hot today. And that is Bryson Adair.
Blake Waters, young Blake Waters, perhaps no strikeout bigger than that one in his career so far. But they still need to get one more out.
First pitch to Adair. Looks at ball 1. Pitches are not missing by much from Blake Waters. That one perhaps just a little outside. 1-0 the count to Adair. 1-0 pitch. Adair looks at strike. Strike 1. Little delay call from the home plate umpire. And Jake talked about it earlier. He does kind of a tight strike.
He doesn't
So
really
1-1
show
to
it
count.
off like most umpires.
1-1 pitch. Fastball. Just misses outside. London Pirate faithful wanted that pitch.
I wanted that pitch.
I wanted that pitch too. That was a great fastball from Waters. 2-1 the count. 2-1 pitch. That ball's hit right side. Base hit. As a run's going to come in to score, they're going to try to. Actually, they're going to stay put at third base. But that is an RBI single for Bryson Adair. And he stays hot in this ball game. And it is 7-5 London Pirates. Still need one out. Cole Gaddis is at the plate, and Cole Gaddis hit a ball into left center his last time up.
Gaddis 1 for 3 in the ball game.
First pitch to Gaddis. That's going to miss away.
That single puts the tying run into scoring position as they remain loaded. Adair at first, Houston at second, Waldo at third.
Water steps off. 1-0 count to Cole Gaddis. Gaddis is the 3-hole hitter for the Tigers. 1-0 pitch. That's low. Ball 2. 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes to Gaddis. Two-0 pitch. Misses away. Ball 3. 3-0 to Gaddis. Fastball. That misses away. Ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk issued to Gaddis, and the tying run is now at third base for the Tigers.
It's going to bring to the plate the cleanup man, Brandon Nations. So Nations to the plate, and a timeout on the mound. No coaching visit, but the young man will actually, it looks like Coach Carr talking to the home plate umpire. And while we have a quick break in the action, Rudy will check back in on you guys over at the chat. Jeremiah Flores, Letty Lopez, Edna Grigsby, Melissa Vasquez, Addison Scott, Vivian Villanueva Cantu, Kenneth Arredondo. Thank you guys for checking in on the chat. Rudy, the last out, always the hardest to get. And that may be it for Blake Waters. I think we're going to have a pitching change for the London Pirates. Perhaps. I'm not too sure yet. Coach Carr talking something over with all of the umpires, everybody over there with Coach Carr and Coach Amaya. Even Coach Salinas out there. And a meeting on the mound, and I think Blake Waters is going to stay in the ball game.
Actually, Jake, I think it's...
Yeah, Henry Sepulveda's coming back in. So Sepulveda coming back into the ball game. Waters will stay in and play second base. So Sepulveda back out on the mound for the London Pirates in a jam here with the bases loaded. But the Pirates, they just need one out away. But for the Tigers, managing to get the tying run 90 feet away at third base. See what Brandon Nations has done here in this ball game so far. Nations, he is 1 for 1. Doubled his first time up, and 3 walks issued to Nations since then. So we will stay right here as Henry Sepulveda finishes his warm-up pitches. Here we go. So Brandon Nations to the plate, bases loaded here in the bottom of the 7th. 7-6 Pirates our score. If you like drama, this is your game. Nations will dig in from the right side against the right-hander Sepulveda.
First pitch, fastball, low, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. One 0 pitch to Nations. That's ball too high. 2-0 the count now. Need to find the strike zone. Two 0 pitch. High ball 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes to Nations. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That is going to hit Nations. Hit by a pitch, and we are all tied up 7-7 in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the winning run at third base for the Tigers. You said it best, Jake. It's the last out is the hardest out to get.
Timeout called, meeting on the mound, and it will be a new pitcher. So Blake Waters will exit the ball game. Sepulveda will go back to second base, and the new pitcher is going to be number 9, Connor Kuipers. So Kuipers in to throw, and we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Last Vision Live from Dell Diamond here in the state championship game.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino. New pitcher for the London Pirates going to be number 9, Connor Kuipers. The senior right-hander will get the call. As we mentioned, Henry Sepulveda stays in the ball game to play second base. They're still loaded. We're all tied up at 7 here in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs. So the Pirates need to get this out. And if they do, we'll have some free baseball for you guys here from Dell Diamond. So Connor Kuipers in a spot, and it's going to be Jack Davis at the plate.
Here comes the first pitch to Davis. And fastball catch the inside corner, strike 1. 0-1 count.
Connor Davis, he is 0 for 4 in the ball game. Or rather, Jack Davis.
0-1 pitch, and that misses away. 1-1. Ball on a strike to Davis. Here's a pitch to Davis, and that's going to hit Davis. And that's the ball game. The Tigers win it on a hit by a pitch. And the Tigers are state champions. They walked it off in the semifinals, and they walk it off here at the championship ball game. Unbelievable.
Absolutely unreal. That's really the only word I have on what a season for the London Pirates, and an absolute, disappointment, I know, for those young men right now. So close that you could taste it, and
1 out away.
And there are no words, absolutely no words for how this ended. All we can say is a huge congratulations to the London Pirates on this season. What a great season, what a great run for these guys. They start 5 freshmen on any given night, and they will be back. Without a doubt, I know that these guys, they're going to be deep in playoff runs for years to come after this season that they had. That's no consolation for the way that it ended, I know. But they got to keep their heads up, and Pirate Nation needs to keep their heads up as well, because what an amazing run that it was, and I wish you could see this. These young men with their coaches, and they're embracing, and there's only one team in every classification whose season ends the way that it's supposed to end, the way that they wanted it to, the way that they planned it. And for this season here in 3A, it's the Malakoff Tigers, and a congratulations to them, Rudy. They've had a pretty amazing season as well, but I'll tell you what, they are a team, talking to that, those guys over in the other booth, talking about the season that they had. It hasn't necessarily come easy, but they ripped off 15 in a row at one point, so that is a super tough senior heavy team 9 senior starters on that team, and the London Pirates gave them a run for their money here in the state championship game.
Let's get you some final totals before we get off the air. So for the London Pirates, they scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. Total of 7 runs on 8 hits. There were 2 errors. And for the Tigers, 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the fourth, and 4 here in the bottom of the 7th inning to walk it off. And like I said, they are the state champions in 3A. But like you said, Jay, congratulations to the London Pirates. You know, making it this far, 1 out away. I know it's not how everyone wanted it to finish, but what a season they had. And they made it all the way to the final 2. As right now they're lining up at the field to give out the medals and the trophy.
And guys, that's it for us. That pretty much wraps it up for us for this season. We will actually, where the plan is to be on the air tomorrow for the All-Star game at Cabinets Field. That's a 7 p.m. first pitch in that ball game. We are going to try very hard to be there. We're putting a crew together to try and be there for that. So we'll let you know for sure if we're going to be out there. We want to thank everybody. You guys have been amazing. We couldn't have done this without your support. Thank you guys so much for always supporting Blast Vision over the years. Our 7th year is in the books as far as, you know, high school baseball. It's in the books, Rudy, and it's been an amazing 7th year for us. We couldn't be prouder of the teams that you know, we call games for. South Texas baseball. The streak is alive again. 2 teams coming to the state tournament, the Sinton Pirates and the London Pirates, and unfortunately, you know, those guys couldn't get it done. But we have no doubt that South Texas, you know, they're going to start that streak over, and we're going to have a slew of teams. Both Pirate teams are young teams, and like I said, you know, it is not easy. It is definitely not easy to come back here, but we have no doubt that they're going to give it their best effort, and it would not surprise us if both of these teams were back here next year, the Sinton Pirates and the London Pirates. But there are a lot of teams in South Texas who are going to be trying to do just that, and we have no doubt that the streak will continue next year. So again, thank you. Thank you to all of our sponsors. I just want to list those off real quick. Staple Street Meat Market, always with us. Thank you so much. Mike Meehan, Z-Bart, and Rick Sines. We appreciate you so much. Lithia and Rory Ashurst. Auto Nation, Johnny Luna, Snowball, Jennifer Hernandez, LB21, and that's Chris Bernal, Myra's, Sandy Morales, G-Tech coming in here at the end of the season, Hudat also coming in with us, and shot by Sarate, Marcus Sarate, with some great videos coming in, and some guys that weren't with us, you know, here in this series, but have been with us all season long, Jay Styles and Cuts, and Ben Stangen. We appreciate both of them as well. Again, that's gonna wrap things up for us, guys. We'd love to stay here and I wish these guys could play all night. But that's going to be a wrap for us. We will see you guys. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If we can't get that crew together for tomorrow, we will certainly see you guys next season. Thank you so much for all the love and all the support. Jake Vasquez and Rudy Trevino signing out from Dell Diamond. We'll see you guys real soon.